in the stream key.
Live stream. Where's the description, Dane?
It's in OneNote. It's on the right screen. The title and the description are there.
Fellas, how y'all feeling, man?
All right, Darrell, what's the word, sir?
Been super busy, man. Super busy trying to get this safe space together.
Oh, we had your guys come through. Black Gaming League. As soon as we're live, I'm gonna talk about it. But yeah, we had a good podcast.
Yo, what's happening, fellas?
Bruce, appreciate the artwork.
What's good? Yeah, no problem, bro.
I like the
pass up. Dan, what's going on?
I want to cut you off. Yeah, I like the platform y'all creating for us, man. I'm gonna keep sending brothers, entrepreneurial brothers, man, brothers that got different things going on, different projects, man. This is definitely a good look to be able to put that out there. You know, all the different things we got going on. It's like something like revolution, something revolutionary.
Appreciate that, sir. Are we live? Can't hear you, Anthony. You're gonna have to choose a different mic.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
We're live.
We're live. All right, guys. This is another episode Dream Call-In Show. I don't even know that you guys can hear me or not.
I can hear you.
All right, well, my screen's a little bit frozen, but as long as you can hear me, I'm gonna assume that I'm not super frozen on that end.
I can definitely hear you.
All right, perfect. So, all right, guys, this is another weekly call-in show. We got a couple of guys on the line right now. This is your regular host, Isaiah. Follow me right there, Isaiah_MMPN. That's on Instagram. Don't even follow me anywhere else. Just follow the network. We got One Light in the Mogul Mind Studios right now. We got Picasso over there. We got Henry in the background there. He's a personal trainer by trade, so we got a group session going on right there right now. He'll be back on after this session, after the hour. Bruce in the building.
What's up, everybody? What up, Darrell? What up,
creator,
Anthony? What up, Dan? See you back there. What up, my boy?
Yo. Darrell, so you were talking to us a little bit. You said you've been real busy lately. What you got going on, sir?
And right now we developing a safe space with the aldermen in Rogers Park. We've also met with aldermen in Arcadia, Terra, Andersonville, Uptown. We're working on safe spaces in each one of those different communities. Even though it's all one north side, you know, we want an area where guys in different cliques, gangs, and groups that's outside of specific areas get the same amount of resources that we're able to provide anybody. So if I'm able to get you housing and affordable care, and whatever I'm doing for one group, I want to be able for that to go to the next group as well. So I've been putting boots on the ground, meeting with my civic leaders, trying to assure that it's transparent, that whatever we can provide across the board for any one of our participants, that this is going to be reciprocated throughout the whole north side, through all the participants we're working with.
That's what's up, bro. We definitely gonna want to delve into that a little bit more. You know, obviously we're gonna have you back on the full platform, Real Talk Chicago, but that's another conversation for a little bit later. There's a couple of things we definitely are gonna want to get into today. The description actually has a few of the things we're gonna be talking about, and I'm gonna just go down the list real quick just so you guys know. I'm gonna try to wait until 9 before we get to the music conversation, because I know I got a couple things going on, and he's definitely gonna want to hop in on this convo. So the name of the episode is Legendary Status Comedy Shows and OnlyFans Hoes. And the only reason that we even brought up OnlyFans, two reasons. One, there was this like viral video where this guy's arguing with his girl because Well, his girl was really arguing with him because he broke up with her and she didn't understand why, and it was basically because she made an OnlyFans page after he told her not to. That's a different conversation. I don't know why my screen is frozen. I'm gonna try to work on that. I'm gonna try to fix that, but I'm gonna go down this list of topics real quick. So we got our Mogul Minds presents the Not Yet 420 comedy show happening on 4/17, hosted by Ty Riggs and headlined by Chicago comedian D Banks, as seen on Comic View, as seen on Comedy Central, as seen in quite a few different places. Darrell, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with D Banks, right?
Yeah, man, he's one of the old school guys that was able to kind of make it from the streets and actually get a career job, which is commendable. I think we lost Isaiah. But yeah, which is commendable for anybody to lead a street life and try and do something positive and bring that back to the community. That's our real life superheroes in the Black community. Those that come back to the community and give back, really heroes. So give a shout out to D Banks and everything he's doing on the community aspect of things. Bruce, how you feeling, man? Give you a shout back out. I wanted to let Isaiah finish doing the intros. Before I gave you a little shout out, man. Much respect, much love for everything y'all doing down there at the headquarters, the arts, the visual effect, the sipping paints, man. Much respect, much love.
Man,
Vino, what's happening?
Yeah, appreciate it. But, man, that what you doing, bro, man, I salute that, bro. That's groundbreaking. That's big, bro, for guys. You know, a lot of guys on these blocks in the inner city ain't really reaching out to see what they need for themselves, like Biden care, whatever, you know what I'm saying? All these different little things that's gonna help them in their life. Like they don't even know that they can get certain housing and certain shit like that. So, man, what you're doing that shit groundbreaking, bro, for real. I salute that for real.
Much appreciation,
That,
gratitude.
Yeah. Vino the Terrible. What's
Yo,
up, man?
what's going on, gang?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much, man. I just had to bounce back from, you know,
Shit,
saying
man,
some little
cooling,
broke
bro.
boy problems and shit. Motherfucker got situated and shit and just had to turn his energy around. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man. We just been in the studio chilling,
Oh, the host is back.
make music.
Word.
No, so I'm just trying to get this done on my computer. Obviously, that wasn't really working too well for me. So I'm gonna try to get that up in the background. But like I was saying, we do got a list of topics that we want to get into tonight. One of which is like some, semi-viral post where it's about legendary status of hip hop artists, or just really as musicians in general. This one happened to be rap specific. And what a lot of people are saying is there's the word legend is being thrown around way too freely these days. That is a conversation that we're definitely going to get into. Other than that, we're going to talk briefly at some point about this celebrity worship culture and this pervy ass culture we got that couldn't wait to see that little Catch Me Outside girl get naked on OnlyFans because she made $1 million in like one day or some shit like that. And I mean, I'm not knocking Shorty's hustle or nothing like that. Look, if a bunch of simps are about to pay for that, then hey, get your money. But I think it says something about our culture and how many weird ass guys couldn't wait to see that little girl get naked.
For sure.
Right.
I agree.
Right. Facts.
Yeah,
So we'll
that's
definitely
always rubbed me the wrong way. That whole like aspect of the culture, like
she's
it's so normal nowadays
you,
to be like, having like young girls getting into that type of shit.
She's younger than you, right, Dan?
I believe so. Yeah, something like that. If she just turned 18, yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely think we'll touch on that a little bit, but like I say, before I move off of it, we do have this 4/17 Not Yet 420 comedy show coming up. We'll get more into the raffle that we're doing, sponsored by Women. We have a raffle where we're giving away 2 front row tickets to the comedy show. That's sponsored by Winmore Insurance. Edwin may hop on at some point to talk about that a little bit more in depth. All right, I saw you hop in, sir. What's the word, sir?
What's up,
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
Pretty
Good, good.
Yeah, it's happening. I'm at this Costco parking lot real quick.
Yeah, you
Oh,
said you'll
yeah.
be back on around 9, right?
Yeah. I just wanted to tap in real quick, see what y'all talking about.
Yeah, so I was just, we just hopped in. We got started a little bit late. I was really just going over, the itinerary, the topics we're gonna talk about. We got to talk about DMX at some point. Shit, I don't know. Prayers and thoughts, good energy with DMX.
Definitely, man.
Maybe also we could preview your verse on "Don't Let Me Die."
Not yet. I gotta hear it first.
For sure. For
Yes,
those
sir,
who
yes,
don't know, Ide has a verse on "Don't Let Me Die" on the remix.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to hear that joint. For those who haven't heard it,
Ooh.
because that is one of my favorite One Light records. That's a Picasso track. Why don't you showcase that for us, Picasso? Why don't you play that from I don't know, whatever streaming source you want to play it from.
One Light available on all platforms, by the way.
You know what? Go to you guys' YouTube actually. Just and then we're gonna have to change something in the bio so that they don't pull down this segment.
Recording in progress.
Hunter Biden Parmesan Chico.
Basically,
Damn.
that's about that's one thing that we wanted to touch base on too. Darrell, I would like to get your opinion. I don't know if you had seen the foolery yet. Hunter Biden did a CBS news interview, and this motherfucker was talking about his proclivities to smoke rocks, and he said at one point he was looking for anything possible to smoke and anything that looked like crack, and he said at some point he smoked some Parmesan cheese thinking it was crack.
Wait. Who said this?
Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden.
That's
The
crazy.
son? The
Nah,
son?
hey, but that, hey, I ain't gonna lie though. That description he named, that description he just did, I know it's true.
Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen what non-grated Parmesan cheese looks like, but I've seen crack in movies and things, I guess, in my life.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, I done picked up a pebble off the ground and sold it to a nigga.
Hey, listen, in the whoop days, I done seen it all. Drywall, soap. I done seen cats. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to too much talk about my own personal experiences.
I'm just saying, like that shit. That shit is real. Like they will literally find anything to smoke if it looked like that shit, bro.
But this is what I'm saying, Isaiah. When you asking me, what I think, right? Are you saying like, do I believe him? Like, is it a stunt-tastic, or is it like what do I think of his motive? Like you a whole fiend out here, like you a whole crackhead. Like, are you is he recovering? Like, you don't recover from that. He's too deep in the trenches. You don't recover from that. I've been to Alcoholics Anonymous, drug school, all that. After some point, when your addiction is you're an addict for life. You can be in recovery. You can slow
Addiction
down for years, 20 years, 30 years.
Yeah.
But you will eventually fall back to that draw. That's the study
addiction is a lifetime fight.
So,
yo, as funny as that shit is, bro, look at the flip side of it. That shit killing DMX. Feel me?
Yeah, and that's real shit.
Sending prayers to that brother family.
Same here.
Do we really know it was that though?
Right, that's what I was so fucked up about. Like, how do you overdose on crack? I thought he was a crack addict, but it had to have been something else, bro.
Wasn't he clean?
That's what I'm saying.
It's a lot of truth in the story.
It could have been any drugs. Yeah, it could have been any type of
From
drug.
my understanding, you can't overdose on crack.
I don't think you can, bro.
You can have an episode that can fuck you up. Like, let's say you have a stroke because you smoke too much crack. That stroke can fuck you up for life. It can kill you. You can have
or maybe
aneurysm.
Maybe that nigga been on some medication that's been kind of offsetting his addiction, and that's fucked him up. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
So
I ain't gonna say the nigga overdosed on crack, and I hate that people saying that.
I don't know, just like you.
He would literally be the first person probably ever if he did, if he did because there's no record of this shit ever happening. So
we don't
just like you guys, I was also under the impression you could not OD from crack. So I mean, at this point, we're all just kind of speculating. But what we do know is that man needs love, prayer, and blessings his way and toward his family. So that's what Mogul Minds offers to him. Because really,
did you guys see that that New York Post article that came out?
No.
I heard it was disrespectful. I didn't see the article, so you're gonna have to fill me in.
Yeah, somebody wrote an article like, oh, here are all the homes that DMX lost over the years fighting his addiction or something.
That was the New York Post.
Yeah.
He was addicted. He was addicted to drugs. He was addicted to drugs when they signed him.
So hold on 1 second. Because we did have a couple of entries here last minute over the last couple of minutes. We got the homie Alex over here. Alex, what's going on, sir? Appreciate you hopping in tonight.
Yo, what's good, family?
We also got Ty Riggs, who we were talking briefly earlier about the comedy show we have coming up, and Ty Riggs is going to be the host of that comedy show, the Not Yet 420 comedy show. Ty Riggs is on the line, and
Yo, what's up, yo?
What's up, Ty?
What's good? What's up,
peace and
Alex?
blessings, bro, God.
What's up, Ty?
And then I think the people on the network might not be familiar with the homie Tehran, aka Front Row Ron. Congratulations on your recent nuptials, my good sir. Saw you got married recently. We didn't, Mogul Minds didn't get no invite to the wedding. We could have just came and filmed it, you know what I'm saying? But whatever.
Hey man, listen. I should have got I should have got one of you and Izzy's wedding for one. I mean, we gonna fight about that at some point, bro. Like we'll run a quick fade, bro. We'll be good, man.
Bro, what's going on, man? Congratulations on your wedding, man. I ain't seen you since the Flat Earth video, man. What's poppin', man?
Chilling, man. Chilling. I know a couple faces in here, man. I was carrying equipment in and out of barbershops and shit. Now Mogul Minds is big, so I ain't get an invite. But
Mogul Minds is big.
Listen, me not being invited to his wedding is way worse than the other way around. At least I had his sister at my shit.
In my defense, I knocked up my wife and we had a shotgun wedding. So they wanted to hurry up and speed that one in before the baby popped out. So that's my excuse.
Mine was
that's a legit excuse. We're gonna give him a pass, not because he's the host, but because that's legit.
No, like I had a shotgun wedding too. Her daddy was just broke and couldn't afford a shotgun for like 6 years. So I ran up 2 kids before we came wedding.
Well, don't worry.
You backdate the wedding to the birthday of the youngest one, the oldest one. I mean,
you said what?
So you got to backdate the wedding to the birthday of the oldest one.
Exactly.
Don't worry about how many kids you had in that intermediate time, because Darrell has the record for Mogul Minds Network and about 90% of Chicago. He is at an even 5 and 5.
I'm trying to get 20 kids. I need at least. I'm trying to get like 20 kids.
This man wants a tribe. I respect it.
Pull out game terrible. You suck at game.
I'm moving a little slower now because I'm like one at a time.
Pull out game is atrocious.
Gym, I had some tools. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm at the free throw line. Ace. The numbers.
So guys, we were talking about a couple of different things. We were talking about what we were going to get into tonight. And while we're keeping it light, we haven't gotten into the music conversation yet. We definitely want to get into this legend conversation. What else was on
I can't wait for that one.
Yeah, no, we definitely going to get some of them opinions shortly. But did any of you guys see this battle between Cassidy and Hitman Holla? Because I'm in some group. Okay.
I saw the first round only.
I didn't see it.
I saw the whole shit. I saw the whole thing.
I think
I saw the whole fight, y'all. I was at school early, cuz.
I didn't see the whole thing. I peeped at the bootleg. It looked like Cassidy was in his bag, but I don't know how it ended out.
I'm gonna tell y'all.
So what happened, man? Put us on.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me
bro.
let me introduce the topic real quick. So for the casual viewer, for the people who are not familiar with battle rap, Cassidy supposedly prior to his hip hop career is like 500-0 according to him and only him. And then
that nigga he said 5,000-0.
Okay, 5,000-0 according to him and only him. And since over the last few years, he's been really hopping back into the arena. They've been throwing him fucking bags that shit. I'm pretty sure a lot of celebrities would hop in and take that bag if their career was where his is. He's a big draw. He's a big name. So people are going to watch his battles. They keep paying this guy. The last two, I saw him against Arsenal and I saw him against Disaster. And I would say he got 2-piece against Disaster, and Arsenal might have 30'd them. I didn't see his battle against Goods. I heard Goods demolished them. And now I'm hearing that he 3-0'd. For people who are not familiar with the lingo, it's a 3-round battle. They're saying that Cassidy won all 3 rounds, but then there's other people saying that that's pure delusional bullshit. I don't know what to believe.
Man,
I'm
gonna tell you like this.
More in his bag than he was in the previous battle, so automatically he got like W.
But if you do better than absolute garbage, that don't mean a whole lot, bro.
Right, the bar is low.
Yeah, but if you going like Hitman is arguably like one of the like top 3 niggas like when he shows up, even body bag.
Arguably.
So for him to for it to even be arguable with how Cassidy been getting his ass spanked, that's a bad look for Hitman.
But also Hitman kind of wild. Hitman had his time.
You said he was losing, bro.
Let me tell you what happened.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's wait, guys. We're all speculating. Let's hear Vino's perception on what happens. Is he the only one who watched this fucking battle?
This is
you paid the $50 to RBE?
Nah, nigga, I watched it for free, nigga. I was a guest at somebody's house.
Okay, there you go. Freeloader. I fuck with this nigga.
Yeah, yes, sir. All right. So listen. So the biggest problem with the battle overall, bro. I'm gonna keep it funky with you. Was first of all, I'll just say it like this. Both them niggas stunk it up at certain points. Both of them. Like they both could have did better than that. Hitman could have definitely did better than that. Cass could have definitely did better than that. But I will say this. What killed the battle the most was the fucking crowd. The crowd was whack. It was they was booing and getting mad at parts that they shouldn't be really getting mad at because they don't really understand what the fuck they hearing. You know what I'm saying? So it was a Georgia crowd.
It was a rookie crowd, like a crowd that was rookie to battle rap.
It was not a typical URL crowd.
Wait, so where do they have the battle?
URL, and some people are even saying like a loss don't count if it's not on Smack.
That's not true. That's not true.
Wait, where was the battle though?
It was on RB. It's this other battle promoter. He goes.
No, I know that. I mean, like where, like location wise, because I know Hitman from St. Louis.
These are both experienced guys.
It was in Atlanta.
It was on a neutral ground.
It was in Atlanta. See, it's neutral ground. So Atlanta niggas probably think both these niggas is trash.
That's my point. They had an equal opportunity. Somebody should have left with the W.
No, bro. I promise you, bro. If you watch enough battle rap, and bars do matter, bro, but the crowd does matter, bro. It does.
Yeah, that's a fact.
If the crowd is stinking it up, the battle gonna stink. You know what I'm saying? And the crowd was stink. They was talking over niggas' bars like it was crazy. It was just wild ass shit happening. But as far as the actual raps, who I would say win bar wise during this battle, and then I'm gonna just keep it all the way 100. Cassidy.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Man, and now that means I gotta go listen to this battle because I have seen Cassidy like really delusionally say that he's winning battles that he's losing.
Cass's first round was nasty.
I really don't think
I saw the first round.
Battling, bro, like for real.
That shit was alright, man.
It was nasty.
No,
I'm nasty to me, bro.
I like other battle rappers. I think they get gritty sometimes, but when dude get on the floor, I seen niggas fold to that pressure, and I seen him upload that vocabulary on niggas like, damn, I didn't know he was gonna bring it like that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Who are we talking about? We talking about Cass?
Cassidy, yeah.
Oh shit! I
What
don't know.
battle?
I don't know where you've seen this.
Okay, well, I'll say this.
Cass was in his
Cass
bag,
got
bro.
bars.
I'm telling. Cass got bars. If Cass battle one more, give him one more. This next one, bro. He coming out of his shell more and more each battle. You feel me? This next one, bro.
How much of a shell can he have? The motherfucker been in the game for fucking 30 years.
No, the game.
Yeah, but
changed.
he wasn't
been battle rapping.
The break that he had. He ain't rapping like these niggas rapping. The battle rap is a totally different fight now.
That's a fact.
That's true.
Right, facts.
I missed all of that.
Cass,
now, whereas Cass,
I would hate
overly verbose.
I would hate to be the next nigga. I would hate to be the next nigga that stayed in front of Cassidy. I'm gonna just put it like that.
So you saying?
To be him.
Okay, so
I'm
gonna need to. I'm gonna need to see this because he. So after 3 back-to-back L's, are we gonna acknowledge that all 3 of his last battles he lost prior to this one?
I didn't see his last 3 battles.
He won Disaster. He won Disaster.
He did not beat Disaster. He did not beat Disaster.
Yeah, he beat Disaster. He fucked Disaster up.
No, he didn't. Like that, you are flawed.
See, I gotta go watch these battles because I'm used to the old Cassidy. I seen him destroy niggas, bro.
He got one round. He got one round against Disaster, and that was because he mimicked Disaster's flow, and it was nasty.
It's Cassidy beat Hitman 2-1.
Cassidy beat Hitman 2-1, but Hitman is kind of washed, is he not?
Nah, he ain't washed. Hitman ain't washed.
I don't know, bro. Cassidy just been off the bench. He wasn't an all-star after the accident, bro.
Hold on. Tyriggs was making the point that I was gonna make. Tyriggs, could you finish that point, please, sir?
He let Wildin' Out and Twitter kind of fuck up his thing because like before all that, like Hitman was most definitely top 3. But after a while, he got more caught up in the clout and like responding to everything on the internet, and also that mainstream fame of being on Wildin' Out and doing those improv freestyle battles.
I just don't. Me, my personal opinion, I just don't think Hitman Holla was ever top 3 battle rapper. That's just my personal opinion.
Me either. But I remember when he was hot.
I agree.
Yeah. You got to remember though, like come outside of this battle, think of his last few, like. He killed Tay-Rod. He beat Shine. He beat Suge.
That's not saying. Beating Suge isn't saying much. You shouldn't even say that shit.
You right. But Suge was on a good run at the time.
Hey, Tehran, you know Suge is one of the few people who have blocked me on Twitter.
Shotgun Suge was unstoppable for a minute. That nigga was unstoppable for like a year.
Yeah, he had a good run for a minute after he got destroyed for years.
It's hard to rap against the nigga that really pat your pockets.
Except for when he got smoked 30-pieced by an autistic white boy from Canada. He got 30-piece.
Now motherfuckers be getting bodied out in fucking King of the Dot because they can't do gun bars. Gun bars don't work, so they gotta switch their flow. While these white dudes is fucking with similes, metaphors, roast jokes, all that shit. I saw my favorite Big T get bodied in King of the Dot.
Me too, and Big T is one of my favorites. But whole time when Suge got bodied, that was at a smack event. That was at a shout out Big T, Chicago legend. That was at a smack event. And what was his name? What's the autistic cat's name? Vino, not Ron, Sharon. Sharon.
Dude, cold. Oh, it's no shame losing against him. That nigga cold as fuck.
Yeah, well, big Shotgun Suge was ashamed about it because when I was cooking him about it on Twitter, he definitely blocked me.
How y'all feel about Briz Rothstein?
That's what's crazy.
Well, what'd you say, Tyrese?
Battle rappers respond to tweets.
I'm fucking with Briz, though. I seen him tell that nigga up. I was
Briz Rothstein.
That shit was crazy. He went crazy on that.
I fuck with Briz.
I haven't heard good bars like that in a minute.
Shout out to the homie Edwin. He just hopped in. Edwin, we briefly touched on the topic earlier. We didn't really get into it about how you were going to, how Winmore Insurance was sponsoring 2 front row tickets to the Not Yet 420 comedy show. Much appreciated to you, brother. If you want to say anything about that, we haven't put any specifics out, and we can get the specifics to him on social media tomorrow.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know what? It's I'm consider myself a partner of the network, and I'm excited for these events that we're doing, and I'm looking forward to more giveaways and more win more sponsored giveaways. And also, I can't help but to see my man Ron over there. I want to say congratulations as well. It's good to see you, champ.
Yeah, we were all just congratulating them. Yeah, man. Look at that black excellence. This man out here getting married, making an honest woman out of his queen. You know, look at that.
I love that. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing.
That's always dope.
Got his little princess in the background. All right, guys. So Vino's the only one who's seen from the people who've seen a bit of it. Nobody was overly impressed by Cass, but Vino.
I wasn't overly impressed by neither one of them niggas. But Cass won. Okay,
that's fair. That I got to see it myself because I find that hard to believe based on the type of L's I've seen him take most recently.
Whoa, man, come on, man.
Come on, Arsenal. Terrible. Yay or nay? Did Arsenal 30-piece this man?
First of all, he was fresh. He was.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
He got justifications.
Come on now.
I'm trying to stick up for my mans, but y'all making it hard, B.
Arsenal, because Cassidy's whole style is with this aggressive tough guy shit, and Arsenal kind of nipped that in the bud by going first and being over the top disrespectful. So anything you do after that, along that same vein, is going to seem like less unless the bars just hit harder. And I mean, Cassidy got good bars, but he got way more confidence and bravado than he do bars.
Put it like this: Cassidy is coming out of the Jay Mills battle rap era. Around that time, when shit was way different. You got to get back to it. You seen Jay Mills came back and lost too. That don't take away from him being cold.
You know no, it don't. Like, but did Jay Mills come back and lose 3 times in a row?
I don't think he went after. He didn't go back. You got to you have to get in there and kind of feel it out before you actually come back, because these old niggas, you take a 10-year break and think you about to school these young niggas and shit, they'll retire your ass quick. So the fact that Cassidy ain't quitting, and not only is he taking multiple battles, but he going against top motherfuckers.
Okay, so Ty Riggs, I got a question for you.
That comedy show would be good.
If you go to Ty Riggs is a comedian, right? Ty Riggs, if you show up to a roast battle, right, and 3 times back in the day, you used to roast everybody at school. You know what I'm saying? In high school and in college, you used to roast the shit out of everybody. You was the funniest nigga there, and then you stopped roasting for 10 years, and then you came back and hopped in the game in the social media era, and you wanted to hop into roast battles with Craig Smith and all these other cats that are doing it now, and you just get the shit roasted out of you 3 times back to back. Yeah, I mean, it definitely shows heart that you're willing to continuously get knocked out like that. But how much am I supposed to respect it?
He didn't lose against
he wasn't getting. He wasn't losing that bad, though. He wasn't getting destroyed.
Right.
He lost that bad to Arsenal. He lost that bad to Arsenal.
But look, you can't come back in the game trying to take the throne. You ain't fighting the best when you come. You coming back, you fight the second best, and you let him know, nigga, don't even step out the box. You can't even beat them niggas. You don't step out the box for me. I'm an OP in this shit. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to come back, trying to take the title. Like bro said, motherfucker gonna retire your ass.
That's true, bro. But he got the heart of a real battle rapper. They can't accept defeat. He ain't gonna quit until he get that bitch.
True.
That's true. He is delusional. That is true.
He ain't gonna quit. He ain't gonna quit until he get it.
I think that's why battle rap has no actual.
What are we? Hold on. What is he calling them? What are we talking about? Are we acting like Cassidy can't rap now?
No. We're not doing that. I actually like Cassidy music. I actually acknowledge the fact that T.I. stole the whole T.I. versus Tip from Cassidy. I actually rock with Cass musically.
I never heard nobody say that. I always thought that though.
That's definitely some hardcore hip hop truth that needs to be amplified in Cassidy's defense. Because we just was going hard on my boy. You was going hard on
This is why I want people to know that I'm unbiased, right? To a degree. because like I rock with Cassidy, but I'm also a fan of the sport of battle rap. But I look at battle rap similar to boxing. Like, come on, my guy, if you lost on points, you lost on points. I don't want to hear that I almost knocked him out shit. I don't want to hear fucking while you're getting destroyed. I don't want to hear you saying, oh, you losing. I'm 3-0ing you. I'm 30 piecing you. He's saying these things as he's losing. That's what makes him delusional to me. Now, that could be that same type of drive that makes a person a superstar. That unwavering confidence. I respect it. I love that unwavering confidence. That's what I love.
Hey, Isaiah, I've been meaning to ask you. Like,
that's why we're talking about the man.
That might just be a weaker bar. He's probably was fucking them up on other bars. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, he wasn't.
I gotta watch that battle. I'm gonna get back to you on it.
Isaiah, I've been meaning to ask you since I just joined in.
Hold on 1 second, guys. Matt did hop in. What's going on, Matt? That is the water slinger right there. That is the Kangen water distributor right there. Get your alkaline water through Matt Behar. He's the Enagic plug. Edwin is showing you the machine right there. I got one of those in my house right now, and it is changing shit up for me. Matt, I will tell you.
All three of us make a very good
I
team.
want one. Can I place an order over the line right now? You
gonna have to set up a meeting with Matt, but don't worry, you can do it at Mogul Minds Network / Hermosa Office Center, and we can get it done.
Yeah, we could even meet up in that office there as well.
Absolutely.
So, Matt, I do want to let you know, I am not a person who likes to read instruction manuals, so I watched the YouTube video. I got it all set up properly.
Oh, that's
but
all good.
What I didn't know was I'm not supposed to start on 9.5 Kangen water, and I should have started on 8.5.
That's actually like how the company recommends, but like anybody can start off with 9.5 if you want to, but it's just like because everybody's body's so different.
I did. It gave me diarrhea for about 3 days. Like it was cleaning out those toxins.
I was just gonna say. So are y'all saying that real good, like actual good water is too much for the regular human body? Like we have to keep it a little diluted just to consume.
No, we got to work our way up to it because we're used to it.
Right. Wow. To get used to it. So his body. So Zeke was literally So Isaiah was literally detoxing. When he was drinking the 9.5, his body was cleaning all the impurities that he had.
Getting all that white castle out of his system.
Okay, I wanted it before. Now I need it. You know,
okay, that was a great testimony, bro.
I need it now. I'm a find it now. Now I'm gonna get aggressive and go back to my street side. Yeah, I want the water. I want the water machine.
I'm jumping right on the 9.5.
Buy this thing. It fucked me up.
Yeah, no, it was definitely coming out of both ends for a little bit there. But no, Matt, I really love it. I enjoy it. I have been watering my plants with Kangen water. I've been giving out gallons of Kangen water to 2 people. If any of the people who've hopped on a live stream call wants to try out some Kangen water, you could hit up me, hit up Matt, hit up Edwin, and we'll definitely get you guys a gallon of some Kangen water. Try it out.
I have a plan with you.
So wait a second.
Like for you to get submission, but because like if anybody hears it through your network, you're gonna. All those orders are going to be under you. And it's
That's beautiful.
I want to support that, so I'm cool with Isaiah getting the order number and all this and that. But what I'm trying to figure out is this some shit that you made or how did you get to the buy-in to this? Like, I know you already probably talked about this a million times, but this is like amazing shit. And the average person like me,
hey Matt, just for time's sake, Matt, could you give the man the elevator pitch just about Enagic and Kangen?
Well, yeah, for time's sake, like I could give you like a short pitch of this, but it's like because those machines, like they were originally used for like Japanese hospitals and businesses use those.
Right.
That's the long story short of it. I could think off the top.
Matt, so Kangen from our episode together, one of the things that I learned from you is Kangen, the actual meaning of the word is to return to origin, right? Like the water that we get. Right. So the water that we get is not particularly natural. And the way that the machine operates to some degree, it is electrocuting the water. And by doing so, it is changing the pH level to have the maximum hydration for you, right?
pH that makes the water literally alive.
Yeah, bring the water. Yeah, brings the water back to life.
Now I want to taste the living water and all
Come
this.
Through.
Y'all got the motherfucker. Y'all got the
only reason,
Go to
the only
Edwin
reason I'm not talking.
Ask him for some water, or I could even bring you some too.
Yeah, we got the elixir.
This is how
I know what's up.
Edwin and Isaiah, we make a very good team out of this.
I need to know what's up with that water. For real.
They got the Vino, bro. They got the Bobby Boucher, bro.
Hey, so look, guys.
Word.
They got for the listeners, for the listeners, and for everybody asking, we did an episode with Matt. We released it at the top of the year, early January, and I put about 20 minutes of the episode. The full episode is on Spotify, iTunes, and all that. But I put about 20 minutes, and this 20 minutes is the most important 20 minutes because it is where Matt is actually doing the pH balance test. You can go in Jewel, Dominic's, all these stores and buy what they call alkaline water. Matt shows us, tests and proves the pH balance of this store-bought bullshit versus the shit that comes out, the water that comes out of the Enagic machine. And there's no more questions after that. There's a reason that, Tom Brady uses a Kangen machine. There's a reason that Kevin Hart uses a Kangen machine. These people have access to the highest level stuff, but they use this. And it's for a reason. And Matt hooked me up, so I want to hook the world up.
Yeah, ditto.
That's what I definitely like about you,
up on that
Isaiah.
offer. I'm gonna need me again.
Love this platform. Love you guys.
Set up some shipping, man. Set up some shipping. I'll buy a case. I'll buy a case of whatever.
No, it's a machine.
You can buy a case of water from me. I'm gonna buy the machine. You can buy all the cases of water from me directly. I will have that shit. I will do all the tests. Everything
what I like.
need.
What I like about the company overall is that they give you that distributor number. So when you get a machine, you become a distributor automatically. So there's no charge. So there's no cost to be a distributor, and there's no renewal membership fees. There's none of that. So
of the machine or the water, I need specific.
The machine.
You become a distributor of the machine. So now, so you it's also an opportunity for you to create income, another line of income for yourself. So you become a distributor of the machine, and you officially become a distributor of the water. So you could give the water away, but ultimately you get a distributor number that links to you, where you can you distribute as many machines as you'd like, and you get a check for the machines that you distribute.
Yeah, for those who refer.
Listen, I've heard about this about 5 times. I've been on this platform with you. I even heard you mention it, right? Like, okay, the water, the machine. I know water's good and health, but I'm for some reason today moved by this a whole different kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. Yeah.
I definitely want to link up with you guys and go deeper into this because I'm for real about being involved in this, man. Like when I talk about giving back to my community, health is one of the things that's just like forgotten about in our community. They gave us that bogus ass
food pyramid
that can guarantee you cancer. I don't understand. Like people are still trusting these people to tell them what to eat, how to live, how to think. And it's like we have shit like this that is just like I said, we can be as ignorant as like I'm on the platform with you and still cannot really aware as to how powerful it is.
Right.
I'm the type of person that now that I'm aware, or at least a little more aware, I want to bring that out just like Isaiah's doing on my platform of people that I'm dealing with and really show them, the benefits of good health.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Slide on through. Man, we're here tomorrow. We're here the day after. Slide on through and let's do it. We got these. We have these official. These are reusable containers, so we'll be able to fill these up and refill them, and let's rock.
Yeah. Oh, and then another just dope thing that only means something to about 90% of this podcast. It means nothing to Tehran or Vino or Spicasso and One Light Records, but or Ty Riggs, but the distributors that Matt is under, the people who have connected us or connected Matt with the company, they're actually Mather alumni too from way back in the day.
Particularly Lisa.
Yeah.
Her husband Ron, he went to Gordon Tech.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So one of them is it's a couple. They're a really dope couple. We're gonna have them on the podcast at some point to talk a little bit more about Kangen. But let's get back. We talked about DMX a little bit.
People, by the way.
Appreciate you hopping in, Matt. We're definitely going to have to link and, get more of this information out to people. But like I said, for now, everybody who's interested, go back and check out that episode. It's on our page. You can just,
check that first. And
you need
a lot of more resources for me to give you as well, if you like, as well. Not only the podcast, but there's a lot more out there with resources.
Yes, sir. Somebody, Vino, I think you were saying something to me. Oh, Ty Riggs is actually performing tonight. So Ty Riggs, if you wanted to say anything before you hopped off about the show that we got coming up, I know you're a dark-skinned dude and you're sitting in the dark, so it just looks like a black screen. You might want to turn on a light, but if you want to say anything before you got to hop out here, Ty Riggs, I can see your teeth a little bit right now. Like,
by the way, Isaiah,
you're muted.
You're muted, Ty Riggs.
I'm not even smiling, old light-skinned nigga, but yeah. April 17th, Not Yet 420, hosted by me, your mama's fave, it's at 3 p.m., right?
I think we pushed it to 5, but I don't know. The tickets are on the website. They're actually in the description of this video. So if anybody's interested, all the specifics are on the Mogul Minds website. The link directly to the tickets is on the website. If you hit up me or Ty Riggs or Henry, anybody associated with the network, we'll give you a promo code for 20% off, but those are limited. So hit us up as soon as you get a chance if you want that 20% off. I think Tehran also has that code. I sent it to a few people, probably everybody on this chat. And then following that 420 comedy show, One Light actually has an actual 420 performance. Is that correct, Picasso?
That is 100% facts.
Ty Riggs, we appreciate you, sir. You have a good night. Good luck. Have a good show, sir.
Later, bro.
Good luck, bro.
So, Picasso, if you would like to tell us about this show you guys got coming up, and then we never actually got a chance for you to play that song that I wanted to hear you play, because that's my favorite Picasso track.
Let's get it. Yeah, we're having a show on 420 hosted by One Light Records. It's called Smoked Out, and it's going to be lit. And
I don't know, Picasso, with this type of energy, it's going to be hard for people to believe that it's going to be lit, bro.
Man, it's gonna be lit. I save my energy for the show. All right, trust me. If I'm this dead here, just trust me. I'm gonna be 1,000% more alive at the show.
Like records say, you gotta pay for all that animation and all that.
For real.
Nobody wrote no check. He ain't doing all that shit.
I like that.
Yeah, tickets are $15, and yeah, there's 13 tickets left. So get them now.
According to YouTube, we can put the link at the end of this show. Picasso, do me a favor. This is the only song we're going to be playing on this podcast. Put in the caption that we used you guys with permission, and under Fair Use Act, we use you guys with permission, and put the link to you guys' show in the description of the video, please.
For sure.
All right. This is a quick track. I think it's only 90 seconds. Go ahead and play this one for us, Picasso.
Go for it.
first time I heard that, Picasso, I think the first thing I said to you was, God damn, bro, what did that bitch do to you? Why did she hurt you like that?
Dirty
Like
bitch.
For real,
like,
man.
I felt his pain when he said, bitch, you in my Bible? I was like, God damn.
I was
What did
thinking the
she
whole
do?
time, Picasso, if you want, I can have my big sister beat her ass for you, bro.
No, but
I would just
that's just a small glimpse of what's Picasso, just one half of or one third of the One Light crew and what they have to offer. And these are some extremely talented producers, artists that housed out of Mogul Minds Network. So any of you artists out here who need studio time, the link for your studio time is in the description of this video, and you can book your session with Picasso and Prophet, and they will cook you up some heat just like that Bible track you just heard right there. Maybe not just like that, but it'll be be special to you.
Thanks, yeah.
That's
We're a
it,
one-stop shop for
I like that
artists,
shit, man.
we
Keep
got
up the good
mixing.
work, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, we got mixing, we got mastering. Me and him are both producers, so we can make your cover art for your song, put it on streaming services, all that. Everything that you need to get your music out there, we got it.
All right, guys. So before we get into this legendary rappers conversation, there's like 3 more topics that I wanted to get off real quick. One being this Paul Pierce situation with ESPN. So I didn't see the video. Alex, I want to know your opinion first, sir, because from what I saw, it just looked like Paul Pierce was living his best life and Disney didn't like that shit, so ESPN fired his fucking ass. But I'm also hearing that potentially Barstool might be looking to offer him a job.
Well, one, I feel like Barstool should offer him a job. This man, first of all, I want to say this man old as hell. Well, not really old, but first of all, this man got a whole family. This man, I'm like, okay, I get it if that's part of your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely on TV, bro. You definitely old enough to see people's whole career go up and to the clouds and burst in flames because of something stupid.
But
and
nothing he was doing was illegal.
What clout were you chasing that you even felt that this was even necessary to post?
He didn't want that job,
I want to combat that right away. You know what I'm saying? As a father. Hey, I want to combat that with being a father. I always try and teach my kids, like, you want fries? Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm talking. Listen, I never try to do anything that I'm ashamed of. I tell my kid, man, listen, do whatever you do, just be proud of it. So that way can't nobody rub it in your face. I don't think he was ashamed as a father, a family man, a fucking analyst to be drinking at the bar with strippers, smoking weed. Weed is legal, like Isaiah was just saying. You know what I mean? I think we pick and choose who our role models are and when we want them to turn up or down. So a rapper comes, get high, and smoke weed, drink bitches, we throw money, they get endorsements. But Paul Pierce do it, he loses his job. This shit is retarded. We got to stop letting motherfuckers dictate what the fuck as a grown ass man. I don't go fuck. The NBA, bro. I don't give a fuck if Disney helps sponsor some of the shit he wears or whatever. The NBA is basketball for adults at that. You have to go to college and all kind of grown ass shit to be an NBA star. It's nothing to do with. I'm gonna fuck up a kid wants to grow up to be like that. This fucking Paul Pierce we talking about here. Like Paul Pierce can't kick it with strippers and smoke weed. What the fuck is the world coming to? Is we serious?
No. I do want to say this.
Hold on. Go ahead.
I just want to at least rebuttal with this. It's like, yeah, it's Disney, so especially you got to worry about your image. But it's the saying of if you're a public figure and
who got
you
Toy
out here,
Story,
I feel like as a man,
the background.
As a man, I feel like it's
cartoon.
Whatever your life is, it's your life. You know what I'm saying? No one can tell you how to live your life. But when your name is a brand, like it's not like Childish Gambino versus Donald Glover. You know what I'm saying?
The Little Mermaid is a composite of dicks. The whole fucking castle set out, it's a bunch of fucking dildos.
That is true. Disney does do a whole lot of weird ass sexual innuendo in their movies and shit like that. So they are kind of bullshit for picking and choosing when they want to take the moral high ground. But Alex, at the same time, the argument that you're making is it's not about Paul Pierce himself. It's about the fact that he is putting forth the image of the corporation he works for.
But listen though.
Essentially,
So
because if he
Paul
was
Pierce
independent,
is
it wouldn't be an issue.
Now listen. Paul
He's a
Pierce is a
fucking
professional
analyst.
basketball player, right? Now listen, Paul.
No,
He
he's
a
an analyst
basketball
now.
player.
He lost his analyst job,
No,
right?
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But listen though. He been. Just hear where I'm going with this. He been in the NBA for years. The NBA been petty. If any NBA did that, NBA player did that in any era, they would have got their ass booted. They damn near wanted to boot Allen Iverson for having too many tattoos. So he been in this game. He know how that shit go. He been on ESPN for about 6-7 years now, cuz. So you don't think that he knew
Wait a
that
second.
his
I'm
goof ass was
confused.
gonna get fired?
Wait a second. I'm trying
You don't
to
think he
understand something. Hold on. Let me understand
add
what you're
this.
saying.
Let me add
My
this.
man,
Hold on, Darrell. Let Bruce get this point off as the resident hooper.
Look, he did not want that job, first of all. And then secondly, look at the timing of it.
Thank you.
Look, he just got put on the Hall of Fame ballot. Y'all
don't think he knew what was gonna happen?
Basketball royalty, bro. He didn't want to be working at ESPN, bro. So he
already knew what was gonna happen,
First
nigga.
ballot Hall of Famer right now.
Definitely shows.
He been dealing with them white people our whole lives, bro. He know what he doing. He know he
I just feel like that's
brought
just
a championship to one of the most historical franchises in the NBA, bro. You can come on now.
So I do have a question though.
Me off too though. Like, man, is this not a fucking champion? He's a champion. He took the Celtics all the way a couple times, man.
Darrell, hold on, because I think that you and I share the same sentiment here. My whole thing about this whole thing, look, I understand corporate America, blah, blah, blah. There's a whole lot of, I don't have my day job on my social media because I know the type of shit that I say would irk a lot of motherfuckers. So I just, I work at Mogul Minds, come holla at me. But outside of that, this motherfucker's a Hall of Famer superstar. Who, if he can't smoke blunts and fucking kick it with strippers, who the fuck can? And for some reason, I can't stop thinking about the Drake bar when he was talking about hoopers, and he said, "Because we want to be them and they want to be us." He want to live that rapper lifestyle. I ain't got the money to do it. The strippers was clearly there, and it's not like he's smoking rapper weed. I'm sure.
No. That is not a rapper lifestyle. They actually refer to being ballers if they rappers, right? Oh, I'm a baller.
This is true. This is true.
It's a baller lifestyle.
So basically he was just exhibiting exactly what he is.
Man, he wanted to break. I think it was a sacrificial lamb move. You gotta,
exactly.
You gotta.
That shit is just it's still borderline Me Too-ish. I just think we gotta stop that shit. If you want to quit, nigga, quit. Don't make it okay to fire you for some shit that you should be able to do as a grown ass man. That sets a precedent for bullshit.
Like, I know these niggas gonna fire me for this shit. Like he said it, bro.
Well, Darrell, look, we got to think about it like this too. These are multi-billion-dollar corporations he's doing business with. It might have been in his contract. Look, if you quit, we want this money back. Right, but if we fire you, whatever, boom, get up out of here.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying, man. That was planned. That was a strategic planned move. He been Paul Pierce for this long. You don't think he knew?
Hey guys, look, I never once in my life gave a shit to watch like a Paul Pierce interview or no shit like that. But if he started a podcast right now, I ain't gonna bullshit you guys.
Yes,
that man got a story, bro. He got a story. He been stabbed like 16 times or some shit before.
Shit.
Like, yeah, he got a real story, bro. Like he was protecting his family from getting robbed, and he took the stabbings and shit. Like, so man, he got a man. He definitely could be turning over some strippers, bro. He'd almost lost his life for this shit. Like,
no, look, I commend wherever the come up comes from the misfortune, but I just don't like the precedent it sets, though, man.
Yeah,
like, it really
and I get that too, and that's a fair point, bro. It's a fair point. Like I think that nobody here faults you for that point. I think that everybody just understands it a little bit differently. I'm right along with you, bro. Like I think
that's the establishment. I mean, that's the establishment. I mean, that's the establishment. That's this image that has to be that has to be pushed forward. The fear, right?
This false illusion, right?
They fucking legalized this shit, man. They went and legalized it, man. If they didn't want it, it wouldn't even be legal.
Hold on, Darrell. Hold on, Darrell. You're assuming that it's about the weed when it could be about the strippers.
I can't imagine why they were. What the fuck was it? A titty?
It was her butt cheeks in a thong. It was her butt cheeks. It was the same amount of butt cheeks you could see on Instagram Explore page right now. It was the same amount of butt cheeks.
I can't understand. I just can't understand, bro. It's hard for me to get it. I can't think of me like, man, if I got 5
bro. His life looked too hood lit for ESPN. It looked lit as fuck, but it was too hood lit.
I think the deal breaker was that little ass blunt, bro. He should at least had like a feel me? Like, ass so big. He had that little ass. Hey, that ain't we don't do this.
Oh my God. That's a matter of presentation. If
it was a fatter blunt, they wouldn't have fired him.
Right.
What's wrong with you? Hey, I think Bruce just cracked the case. I think Bruce cracked the case. That's what it was, Bruce. You hit the nail on the head, bro.
No, that's reasonable. I can live with that.
All right, so guys, while we're on the topic of strippers and whatnot, one of the topics I talked about at the top of the podcast that I said we was gonna have to get into a little bit is sick and weird to me, but I also understand that we live in both a celebrity worship culture and the most perverse culture we could possibly live in outside of the biblical Babylon, I would imagine. So Catch Me Outside Girl went viral, 6-7 years ago for being a little ghetto brat on Dr. Phil. Now, since then, she's made all this money. She's got music contracts. I'm pretty sure you could buy her songs on fucking Apple Music and shit like that. So the girl turns 18 last week, and within less than 24 hours, she makes $1 million in people purchasing her OnlyFans.
6 hours. 6 hours.
You said she just turned 21?
She just turned 18.
18.
She just sent out like a public threat to Dr. Phil. Bro. She sent out like a public threat to Dr. Phil, like trying to force him to apologize for the way she was treated in them teenage camps or some shit. They were saying,
"Hey,
like,
Bruce, I got $20 that says if enough people retweet her and put pressure on him, he gonna apologize."
Man, I think it's going down, or she gonna take it to court with that new $1 million she got.
I don't know about court, but I think anything is good publicity for a fucking psychoanalyst.
Bro, that shit ain't going nowhere, Isaiah. I'll take that $20 bet right now.
You want that $20 bet?
What kind of time frame do you want to put on it?
By the end of the summer, by August.
Come on, what?
How long do you think court cases take?
That's reasonable. I think that's a reasonable timeline for a bet like this.
That shit was weeks ago, bro. If it ain't got no, all right, whatever. We can say August. That's cool. Beginning of August, end of August. What you want to
do? Beginning of August is fine, since you was already put like, you're like, what? They got all our money in 3 weeks. Like,
just have my tubman ready, bro. That's all I'm asking.
Have my tubman ready. Oh shit. All right, so look, guys. Alex, I got a topic specifically for you. You probably know what it is, but I want to get everybody's opinion on this shit. I think it's weird. Here's why I think it's weird. Let me give y'all my opinion, and I want to get everybody else's. I think it's weird because what this says to me is if she made that much money, not all the motherfuckers buying that OnlyFans is a bunch of teenagers. 1, 2, that says to me a whole bunch of grown men, just like Adrian Broner. He didn't know how old he was and shot his shot at her a couple of years ago. I don't know if y'all remember that. And then, like a whole bunch of stories broken. He was like, I don't know. She was acting grown on the internet. I thought she was, of age.
Oh, good.
So there's all somebody mute yourself. Whoever just got some guests, somebody mute yourself, please. Somebody mute yourself. I don't know who that is. Thank you. All right, so just like Adrian Broner shot his shot at Cash Me Outside Girl, a lot of people don't know her age, but a lot of people do, especially after that Adrian Broner situation. And a lot of those guys were sitting on the sideline, just like Tyga with the little Kardashian girl, like just waiting, what they call it, like red shirting it. Like he like just waiting to fucking get this girl to turn 18 and sell some nudes so they could buy them. And I feel like that's borderline pedo behavior in my eyes. And I get 18 is some weird arbitrary number that's relatively new in human society, because out of all of our grandmas, shit, half of them probably had kids or was married before they was 18. And I get that, but that ain't the society we live in today. And I don't necessarily know that a girl who turned 18 fucking 6 hours ago should be able to that immediately sell some fucking nudes. And just what is this saying to the next generation of girls? Like, we got a couple girl dads on this podcast right now. We got Edwin, we got fucking Quick, we got Bruce is a girl dad, stepdad. We got Tehran, he's a girl dad. What are you? I want to hear from the dads here, the father figures in these young women's lives, about how you guys feel about this.
To be realistic, you know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too, because like Paul Pierce can't smoke a blunt and have strippers, but Catch Me Outside to have a pussy out and nobody says nothing. You know, it's just ridiculous. But my daughters, bro, they're taught discipline at home, and I believe people deserve the right to freedom. Like if they, well, not my daughters, they can't do anything but what I tell them. I'm sorry, I don't care how anybody else feels or how that sounds. But if the next person's daughter want to be a whore, I dealt with a lot of whores when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I loved them. You know what I mean? Let them freedom to do whatever they want to do. But my children won't. I don't give a fuck what their message is to society. Like my children won't even know who that is. You know what I'm saying? But they'll only know them from the little Catch Me Outside meme or something that some other kid showed. They won't be really involved enough to know what that is until they're of age. You know what I'm saying? And then like, you know, like I said, they're gonna do what the fuck I say until further notice. There's nothing else to talk about. You know what I mean? Like when you're an adult, you know, I try and teach them good moralities, because you know, you don't want to just send them out into the wolves without good thinking. But Catch Me Outside Girl ain't who you following when you leave the house. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some morals from the crib, bro. You know, that starts in your household, and you have to be a good parent to your children. You definitely have to take initiative to not allow pop culture celebrities be the heroes of your children. You have to be the hero in their life.
I totally agree.
I totally agree. Last beat.
Yep.
I think it's important that you look at like just the upbringing. You know what I'm saying? I plan on like, you know, putting as much into my daughter to make sure she has a diverse set of skills, where she don't feel like, you know, she got a result to something like OnlyFans. This little girl, I mean, they cashed in early on the fact that people viewed her as an attractive child, and they start promoting her the same way like a female rapper would who's in her 20s, since she's been like 15, 16 years old.
Right.
So the way she's looking at it is, I'm 18 now, I'm just doing what really all I have to me is, you know, I can rap and I can sell my body on OnlyFans.
Can she rap though?
No, I mean, she can't, but I don't know how skilled she is, but I'm saying she has an audience. So
right.
This is what, like, her family
That's all that matters
allowed
today.
her, and they've catered to those two specific areas. Like, okay, you can go in front of music, you can be a social media personality, and you're sexy. At least people view you as it. So I'm not surprised by it. You know what I'm saying? I just think that's pretty much what they set her up as. Don't bother me at all. I don't worry about that shit as far as like my daughter. I don't know if she can do no shit like that, but I know I'm not gonna put her in front of the line to make that choice.
I respect that, and this is completely unrelated to your point. I don't want to take anything away from your point, but I do think that it's funny that the first time you hop back on Mogul Minds podcast in like 3-4 years, you wore this fucking Detroit hat. Like, I feel like you were doing that specifically to let people know that you're from Detroit or some shit, but we're in Chicago and nobody cares about Detroit. So I just wanted that to be said. But you, Edwin, I feel like you had a little bit of something to add in there on the topic. Not my shitting on Detroit because fuck Detroit, and you know,
we're not just gonna glaze
Detroit
over
sucks.
that. And I don't get a rebuttal.
Detroit sucks.
Hey, bro,
There's
too much Chicago here, Ron. I apologize.
You're just gonna take it out here.
At this
Listen,
moment,
you know Detroit.
You know
Detroit don't care about being the only one in the room, man.
Detroit. So basically, Tehran, this situation is basically T Grizzly is on O Block right now. There's no situation in which he wins. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a bad situation for him right now. All right, so it just is what it is. It's not your fault.
I mean, y'all niggas grew up drinking mild sauce through straws. I don't expect to be treated well.
Shit. Your salty ain't grow.
At least we had straws. They didn't even have a decency to mix up the hot sauce. They just threw it.
Hey, you guys heard the envy in his voice about the mild sauce? Like there was envy there.
The envy, that's funny as hell.
This guy be sending shipments of mild sauce back to his homies in Detroit, telling them how expensive his plug is.
Never.
It's funny. Now that he said that might be a good idea. I might try that.
I got all the mild sauce.
Specifically because two things. One, any Chicago hat would just be trash. But two, when you first told me about this podcast, you stated specifically you was gonna bring up a point about like Detroit hip hop being influenced by Chicago hip hop.
Oh, we did talk about that. We did talk about that the other day. No, yeah, basically the point that I was making, I was being slightly facetious, but not really. The point that I was, and it's perfect because Ide is actually hopping back in. And realistically, I don't think that Detroit has done anything fucking innovative musically since fucking Motown, and Berry Gordy was a motherfucking crook. I don't think
nigga said Motown.
Damn. I mean,
that's
Motown.
And that wasn't fair. That wasn't even fair because they had every single black person available. That shit didn't count. You know what I'm saying? You want to have every nigga on the map. All of them.
If I may ask a question.
And that's the only how you got on the map.
If I can interject, would it be fair to say that Kanye West is the biggest hip hop act out of Chicago, right?
Yeah, that would be fair.
Yeah. Whether we talking rap or production, right? One of his biggest influences is the late Jay Dilla from Detroit.
No ID.
So to say like we
I like how you skip past no ID.
Right.
But you know whatever. I like how you just skip past his other influences. But you know, and we're actually going to be bringing up Kanye shortly. So this is a phenomenal segue. But you said that, and I would have to retort with, which one of your contemporary artists? I don't want to hear that Eminem shit because I'm not saying that Eminem's not extremely talented. What I am saying though is, I don't think he'd be at the pinnacle that he's at if he was black or Hispanic. I think because he was white in a time in the era where it wasn't popular for white guys to acknowledge the fact that they loved hip hop, that was a portion of a lot of that fame and why the media pushed him so hard. But
inaccurate.
I'm not taking the
Beastie Boys was all. Come on, bro. Bro. That's not true, bro.
I'm not. No, you're an Eminem stan, and we have established this, Vino.
I was established like NSYNC or Backstreet Boy or any other group act that white people.
I'm just saying, white
shit.
White people,
the first
white
one
people been lit.
We let in on some rapper shit, and that's why he got away with talking about killing his mama and his girlfriend, and you know what I'm saying, all them pills and shit. Niggas just now was allowed to talk about suicide shit.
Would you honestly compare the Beastie Boys' career to Eminem's career? Like, let's be serious for a fucking second.
Yes, nigga. Do you know how many fucking records the Beastie Boys sold, bro?
Not even 100%. Not even fucking close to what Eminem has sold. Not even close.
Well, okay. See, if
you got the Beastie Boys fucked up.
Oh, you got fucked up, bro.
Somebody gonna have to pull up the numbers because I would find it hard to believe. I would find that hard to believe. But either way, what my point was that I was getting at was all these fucking Detroit rappers, I mean, with the exception of, you know, 2-hit fucking flop Dej Loaf. All of these motherfuckers are pretty much doing Chicago drill. A bunch of their ass out there. So, and it's not just you guys. New York is doing it.
I asked you to name who these artists were in Detroit, and you couldn't give me anybody.
I gave you T Grizzly. I gave you T. How many artists are from Detroit?
Find me the parallel though. Who raps like T Grizzly in Chicago, or who does he sound like from Chicago? Like if you talk about
his production, his production sound like Lil Fo production. That Lil Fo from out west. It's that
Love Fo, yeah, Love Fo. Like the Bruce is talking about that tempo.
The lyrics, it's the production. Right. It's the same sped up production.
I completely disagree with that.
But you're from Detroit, of course you're gonna disagree.
So you can listen to any Lil Fo song and then listen to
sound like niggas in Oakland and Detroit. That's it.
What's the argument though? What's the argument that Detroit music sound like Chicago music?
He said niggas in Detroit is back home making hot pack rap, which exists, but the niggas he naming it's no parallel there. Like
that makes sense because Chief Keef actually signed the artist from Detroit named Rocaine.
All these niggas from any state anywhere right now is Chief Keef sons.
He signed the artist and dropped him. His name was Rocaine. That's probably why the Detroit sound like that now.
Hold on. I feel like Teron had a little bit of Chief Keef envy just now. I feel like I saw a little bit of you didn't want to give Sosa his flowers.
Everybody called the whole rap game Chief Keef sons.
It's not the whole rap game. I don't think he meant that literally, but there's a lot of guys who would not exist in the way that they exist today had it not been for Chief Keef.
No. Wait. Hold on. Let me put some disclaimers out there real quick. Because I know how you like to swing shit. You've been working in media for a few years now. So first off,
this nigga came at me like I was Anderson Cooper or some shit. Like the fuck is he
you getting good at this shit, man, for clickbait and shit.
But hey, I appreciate you acknowledging my growth, brother. Thank you.
Pause. But I was back and forth in Chicago and I was kicking it with Chief Keef's manager before they popped him off, right? So I remember him showing me his shit around the time when they was putting it together and watching where he went. Like, Sosa's a legend, 100%. Like, he definitely got the influence, nigga. Like, you don't have murals painted of you in fucking London and you from Chicago if you're not at that status. But
wait. While you're on that topic, how many murals of Detroit artists are painted in London?
Nigga, I don't. We're not having a Chicago rap versus Detroit rap debate right now.
That was kind of how you brought it up.
From Detroit.
There is no debate.
5'9" is from Detroit. Who else is from Detroit?
You said what? I didn't hear his last part.
I feel like y'all don't give Big Sean the respect that he deserves, and he's probably my favorite artist out of Detroit.
Who don't in Detroit?
No, I feel like the hip hop game doesn't give Big Sean the clout. He gets some sales. Everybody knows when Big Sean gets on the fucking track. Nobody has a whole bunch of weak verses to talk about from Sean. I don't know why J. Cole and Kendrick's name comes up so much more frequently than Sean's.
I know why. I don't like how he sounds.
Put out better body
work. Where's I at? That's I's voice I'm hearing. There you go.
Hey, so real quick, guys, because real quick, guys, we're gonna get into this conversation. But Edwin got to hop out of here, and I know for anybody who may have hopped in randomly and late, Edwin Winmore Insurance is sponsoring 2 front row seats to the Not Yet 420 comedy show. We're going to figure out a way for them to get in touch with us so that we can do a raffle. We'll probably draw names out of a bag or something like that. Just wanted to say thank you in acknowledgement of that before you head out of here, sir.
I appreciate that. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. Take care.
Take care.
Hey.
Appreciate you, Edwin, as usual.
So it wasn't Darrell. You confused your Caucasian hip hop fans. It was actually Spicasso that had said the hater shit, and not I.
Oh, you know what? My bad, bro. My fault, bro. I hater. You a whole hater, man. You talking about you don't like whoever said they don't like. You just whole said, I don't like how the man sound. Fuck his bars, fuck his delivery. Nigga just can't. That's some shit I expect a woman to say, bro. Like, oh, I don't like the way he sounds. What the fuck? We talking about rap?
I don't listen to hip hop music to hear someone try to sound like he tries to sound on the track. You know what I mean?
It's called being individual. He's not trying to sound like nobody. He's creating his own brand.
Well, in all fairness, Drake actually cuffed a couple of Big Sean flows.
Yeah, he did. I like Big Sean, man. That's crazy. Motherfucker said, I don't like how he sounds. I don't like. Fuck that.
I'm extremely surprised. I'm extremely surprised that Drake's number one fan, I didn't have any pushback on that. Like, I don't know if you guys know that, Tehran, but Drake's number one fan has just hopped back into the podcast. His name is Ide. And I'm surprised that he didn't
not true. And secondly, I knew that was a bait. And I was not going to jump.
That was funny. All right, what's the deal?
What's good, bro? Yeah,
I was trying to hear what you feel about Big Sean.
Man's doing too much of this media shit. You know, he's learning how to bait people in a certain conversation.
He's been full of shit for years, bro. He's just like,
hold on, I want to hear your Big Sean opinion, bro. What's going on? Talk to me.
Big Sean, I like Big Sean, bro. I think a lot of times he could do better with production. I think his beat, where what Anthony was saying, his beat choice probably makes it sound a little bit more, not interesting or not entertaining. But
that's also the critique about Nas.
His verse on Mercy did not need to be on there.
No, you're tripping, bro.
You tripping, bro.
His verse was cold.
Yeah, you tripping.
Like,
that's crazy.
I've never even heard nobody say that before.
Never.
Yeah, me neither.
You know what I mean? Like usually somebody say something. I heard a couple people say that. I disagree, but I heard a couple more. I ain't never heard nobody say that before.
Bro, there's not a lot of niggas who really play around with different rhyme schemes and patterns the way he do, bro, and structuring his bars. I think what it is with Sean, though, is, I mean, from somebody who done watched his career from like the mixtape era to him dropping his albums, once he got in that bag where he was making hits, I feel like it was a drop period. Like his sophomore album, I don't think did as well. And some of the shit might have come off a little like hit chasing.
Yeah.
But I mean, he always been there with the bars and shit. I have heard the
criticism
as far as his voice too. Like that's not the first time I heard that, bro. Like people don't like how that nigga sound.
I have a question, and I know Picasso, you were gonna say something. Do you think that the timing of Big Sean coming out like literally right before three of the biggest artists hip hop has seen in the last decade, do you think that the timing that he came out did something to his ability to traject the way he would have? Like had Drake and J. Cole and Kendrick not come out right after him, do you think it would have made a little bit more of a difference in his career?
Yeah,
well, wait,
probably. Yeah, for sure. I think if he came out earlier, he probably would have been a lot bigger. But if he came out like now, I don't know who would listen. I don't know if that wave, would,
He didn't come out before them though. He didn't pop before them.
No,
like.
If he did, though.
Wale had
Well, look, Wale, I would put Big Sean in a tier above Wale, and I'm a Wale fan. I purchased Wale tickets in my life. I've seen him live. But I would put Big Sean a little bit in a tier above Wale. And I don't know why, because it's not necessarily... I feel like Wale makes quality maybe it's just his fucking whiny bitch attitude. He acts very light-skinned.
Yo, your favorite description of anybody's whiny bitch. Hey, but no, I think like Sean still though, like he's had those moments in the game where he's moved the needle. You know what I'm saying? Like like you said with the super duper flow, like everybody took that flow. Fucking when he dropped Control, everybody went and did a remix with Control, and I mean partially due to Kendrick's verse, but shit, somebody could say that he inspired Kendrick to go off the way he went off.
Wait, what's the track, you little dumbass bitch? I ain't fucking with you. That shit was huge.
Yeah, he's had smashes. That's without a doubt. But I'm saying energy. Like even just on a more hip hop head level, like he's definitely like made strides in the game that pushed all those names that you would put in a tier above him to go harder. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just think, you know, he's on a different path than a Drake, than a Cole, than a Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Like he's got his own lane.
He's
that I don't
definitely
think
on a
really.
different path than Kendrick. I
don't think a lot of
respect
people tap
to
into it.
Big Sean and stuff. I respect what he's doing and catering to his audience, which I think is white girls a lot of the time, like white teenage girls. But that's just not me.
That's low key shade, bro.
That's a
low
low
key
blow.
shade. Yeah, hey Teron,
super
as the Detroit native here, can we get a take from you?
My take is that the criticism he gets is very similar to what Fab got at certain points in his career. His biggest songs that most people
I
know
draw
him
parallels between them two. That's one that I've only heard me do.
It's like his biggest songs are pop records versus if you look at Cole, Kendrick, or Drake, some of their biggest tracks, like they really going on them motherfuckers. So the average listener who ain't had a chance to really dig into his catalog don't really know that the nigga got a lot of substance. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So that's what I would attribute it to.
I think that's fair. That's fair. Well, look, guys, we're gonna get off of Detroit because it's a barren wasteland full of useless niggas and shit. So
hope you never have a show or something in Detroit. Yo, man, we're not welcome there.
Listen.
Fucked it up for all of Mogul.
Don't. No, I'm gonna just pay some of Tehran's big sister for protection.
Cheddar Boy trying to get us.
Okay.
No, you got to figure there's also a whole bunch of runaway dudes. There's a bunch of runaway dudes from Chicago up there too, so I could tap in with them and pay them for protection. But
you gonna catch the GDs up there?
You can't just overlook Detroit. You can't just overlook Detroit because in the sports world, they really doing it out there in the sports world. Like a lot of legends from Detroit as far as sports guys.
In all, like what you're saying is absolutely true, and I'm not even taking that away. I just genuinely enjoy giving non-Chicagoans shit about wherever the fuck they're from because we don't give a fuck. We're from Chicago. We don't give a fuck where they're from.
It's a very overrated city. I live here though, so I deal with the bullshit.
but you left your barren wasteland to move here.
He is not taking nothing, bro. He jabs right the fuck back, bro.
and that's why it works because he is not going, and I'm not gonna stop jabbing.
Listen, if I started balding at 13, I would be disrespectful to people in their cities too.
Yeah,
but Tehran, you had a dad bod at fucking 15, so it doesn't matter what you're saying. But no, Alex just hopped back in the podcast, and this is a conversation that I definitely wanted to have with Alex and Ide and Vino and any Chicago fan, but I wanted to get their opinions first. This motherfucking legend genius, Kanye West, just sold his motherfucking documentary that he filmed for the last fucking 20 years of his career to Netflix for 30 M's. Can we just
like that's
a round of applause? You know what, Vino? I was thinking that too. I was thinking that too. Maybe he's just doing it to pay for the divorce. Who knows? But what I do know is,
did he sell exclusive rights or first distribution?
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know the specifics of the deal yet. But what we do know is Kanye is doing exactly what I have been doing for the last. Kanye has done successfully what I have been doing for the last 4 years. He chronicled his entire journey. And then as soon as he had the platform and the means to put it together properly, he sold it to the highest bidder. And I will tell you guys, Mogul Minds Network has over fucking 1,500 hours of footage that we're going to turn into some amazing shit one day. And most of it probably don't get used, but it's going to be short glimpses of a lot of shit. And I just thought it was dope to see that come to fruition. It took the man 20 years, but it let me know I'm on the right track for doing what I've been doing.
You know, in some sense, like I agree with Vino. I was going to say that too. Like, I think, you know, it is a low figure for that many years of footage, considering all the amazing shit he's done in the last 20 years. But at the same time, if he's just going to start building this relationship with Netflix, who's to say that, you know, they don't figure out a way to do, you know, virtual concerts or any other type of
a show coming out with Kid Cudi too.
We definitely don't know the details of the deal. So it could have just been 30 million for this, and then like y'all give me this, and this on the back end, or you know, whatever.
Right, he could be on the board, he could be a shareholder. You know, for all we know,
we definitely didn't sell exclusive rights. I'll put anything on that.
I
can't. Not for 30 million. You right, Clay.
Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second, guys. Just like Ide is the resident Drake stan, you know, Alex pops up quarterly to do a podcast, and he is a Kanye stan. Just slightly more than me, his fandom goes. I would like to know your opinions on this whole situation, sir.
I mean, I'm all about it. Anything that provides us with more Kanye content, I'm all about it. I feel like it's only when Kanye is able to drop Kanye related things that's the only time we actually get to understand what he's going through, instead of what the media wants to portray him and spin a story, whatever.
Right.
So I don't even know what it is, but the fact that it's Kanye footage, it's Kanye stuff, I can only speculate to what it could be, because as you guys said, he's been in the same room with a lot of big figures in life. So I can only imagine what it is. I fucks with Kanye. Kanye's that dude. Never gonna give up on the man, because
is there a Chicago legend bigger than Kanye?
No, I don't think so. Was Oprah from here?
No, she's not from here.
Yeah, well,
D Rose.
That was just her show.
Oh, D Rose.
Bruce, you said that to be funny. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. But
side note, made out of Dorito.
That hurt my feelings every time I hear about
D Rose. I don't think so.
Them niggas is neck and neck.
Neck and neck
for
legendary status.
No, they not.
D Rose gonna need a championship before he neck and neck, bro.
Right, you put fucking
D-Rose
D-Rose over Mike.
too.
What the fuck?
I'm a true D-Rose fan.
You're definitely a true D-Rose fan, because you delusional as hell, boy.
Yeah, delusional as fuck.
Still getting buckets to this day.
No, absolutely.
Whoa.
I still cheer for the man.
Yeah, we ain't finna talk about his game. He's still playing basketball at a high level.
He's still doing his thing.
All right, so look, hold on, guys.
Wait, before we leave the subject.
Guys, look. No, we're not leaving the subject, Darrell. We're not leaving the subject. This is what I wanted to do. Because Tehran is the most unbiased out of all of us, because he's not from here. Now, he is a hater, so I have to preface the statement with that. He is
one
of
the greatest haters of all time. Like,
that's fact. He should have been in the Dave Chappelle skit. Fucking, I can't remember the hater. I can't remember the name of it, but
the hater ball.
The Planet Haters Ball. Yeah. But Tehran, do you think that there's a Chicago legend bigger than Kanye?
And if it is, I can't think of him. I mean, it wouldn't be in entertainment. It would have to be something else.
Yeah.
So it would have to be Michael Jordan then. He's the only competition.
But he's not from Chicago.
Michael Jordan's not from Chicago.
That's facts, but we adopted him. You know that.
He's a Chicago legend.
He's a Chicago legend.
I should have said Isaiah Thomas just fucked.
He is a legend in Chicago.
Are you only asking about Chicago natives?
Like that.
Yeah, because by that logic, Kanye's not from here.
So,
damn,
you're right.
He's from Atlanta.
Right. Well, then we need to change these rules then. No.
And he didn't grow up in Chicago?
No, he grew up here. He wasn't born here, though.
He just wasn't born here.
Oh, man, where you born is not where you from, man.
Well,
who was born here?
Kanye. But what we saying is Chicago legend. I mean, if you did your legendary shit here, that's under the Chicago umbrella in this state.
That's facts.
Now, talk about where a person from and born, that's to, I don't know who indigenous and who grandma
okay,
lied.
I will say this. I will say this. I feel like this.
What we're going to do is Al Capone.
Hold on. Yeah, that's what I was about to say, Vino. That's obvious proof that what Darrell is saying is true, because none of us really know where Al Capone was born. We know it wasn't here, but we know who they attribute Al Capone to.
Al Capone is from Sicily, bro.
Right. He's from
born in Sicily?
He was Italian, a real Italian. Overseas, some motherfucking what. He came over here and got his Christopher Columbus song in modern times.
So wait, real quick, while we're on the subject of Al Capone, somebody said something interesting to me one day, and I don't know that there's any truth at all to it. I just want to know what you guys' thoughts are. They said that Al Capone, more likely than not, was not the boss, and he was just the face of taking orders from some probably old Italian dude behind the scenes.
He was.
Think about
Al died.
Al Capone was definitely. Capone was chief, bro.
Wasn't he part of the five families, or am I tripping?
He started that shit.
No, he didn't.
He ain't.
The five families wasn't born out of Chicago. He was
the five families that you talking about. That's some New York shit. That ain't got nothing. But it started with the one house organized. He the one that started the La Costa Nostra.
Capone didn't start La Cosa Nostra. Quick.
He the one that made sure that shit was motherfucking from one end to the other.
And yes, there you go, right there. There you go. In the States, Al Capone was chief of La Cosa Nostra, but you know the real headquarters is in Sicily.
So that nigga was working in logistics, is what y'all saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, in gang sense, he was the G. But the P was overseas some motherfucking way. You know what I'm saying? The big dog somewhere else.
So while we're on the topic, real quick, Vino, you were a South Shore native. I heard a story that I don't know that it's true, but anybody who's familiar with South Shore, when you take Lakeshore all the way to the end, it leads up to a golf course, and this golf course leads up to what is now known as the South Shore Cultural Center. And from what I understand, this was one of Al Capone's main cribs, and they converted it into the cultural center after time. But the whole golf course and everything, this was all owned by him, and this was his stuff. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I hear.
I don't think that's I don't think that's true, bro. The South Shore Cultural Center got a whole lot of history, but it wasn't Al Capone crib. Nah.
It does have those things that look like guard towers out front.
It do, but that's just the rumor, bro.
All right, I don't know that there's any truth to it. Al Capone's just a Chicago legend, and we were talking about Chicago legends.
Hey,
but
can I say one quick thing about that Kanye?
I don't think he. Yeah, go ahead. I don't think he lived in the culture center, bro. That's wild.
Alex, get that off. No,
I had to, bro.
yeah. Get that off, Alex. Get this Kanye love off.
Think about it like this. Chicago, the argument of whether Michael Jordan is a GOAT, the fact that it's a debate, the fact that there are people that never grew up
I don't think it's
on Michael Jordan that say that LeBron's the GOAT. Some even say Kobe's the GOAT, right? But there are kids that never grew up that weren't shit when College Dropout came out. There are kids that are today that stand out on Kanye just because of the content of the music. It transcends. Music transcends.
Is it the music?
And
you think it's
that in itself, I feel like is a huge.
I think Alex did a mediocre. I think Alex did a mediocre job at explaining a really good point, though. And Kanye made a lot of things acceptable in hip hop that was not that it wasn't acceptable. It was that it wasn't fucking cool.
It wasn't acceptable. You said it right the first time.
Okay, it wasn't acceptable. But Kanye made a lot of shit cool. And I know Henry's a slight Kanye hater. And one of the things that Kanye made cool was Wife and Thotties. And we were supposed to hit on a topic that was specifically about would you date an OnlyFans girl? We didn't necessarily get to that.
Before, I had wiped the thought way before Kanye was a rapper.
Yeah, but you wasn't rocking pink polos and backpacks while you was doing your rap shows.
Yeah, no, sir. Right.
Henry, you a Kanye hater?
He started book bag rap. They was calling his ass a book bag rapper, trying to
a backpack rapper.
Book bag rapper.
Yeah, backpack rapper. He definitely said book bag rap with sounds like that sounds like Aldi's version.
He
that
sounds
like
the Aldi's backpack.
Book bag rapper.
That nigga trapping for the rappers.
Explain your Kanye, Henry.
Hey, so Henry doesn't have an issue with Kanye's music. He has an issue with Kanye as a man.
His moves he made, like, it's some of the moves he made, man, with the Amber Rose and the Kim thing, and then, you know, the whole on stage thing. I was just like, man, you know, I fuck with his music heavily, but, you know.
No, hold on. We're not crucifying him for that shit he did to Taylor Swift. We're not crucifying him for what he did to Taylor Swift because that shit was valid.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that perfect segue.
I'm not saying it wasn't valid, but how we go about things, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, fuck that. You interrupt them and let them know. You interrupt them and let them know, like a Chicago nigga. Y'all violating. I ain't going. Interrupt the whole show. Fuck that. That's Chicago style.
That's some Chicago shit, though, for real.
It definitely was.
I love he had this argument with my girl about Kanye and Taylor.
After that George Bush shit, they tried to bury Kanye.
They definitely,
but they didn't.
Darrell,
and
that's
now
the
he's
point.
selling
That's
his
the point,
lifestyle
Darrell.
for $30 million. Like we can talk about, like he's worth so much money.
They tried to bury that black man.
Yeah,
and he wasn't fucking going.
But
and
listen,
now he's a fucking billionaire.
Videotapes of his life for $30 million, and we could talk about like, well, because he got so much money, how low ball that is. But this is still the same nigga motherfuckers was just talking about his career over about 5-10 years ago just for statements and certain things that like Henry was talking about, he could have went about it this way or that way. Nowadays, they ended careers. You see, they just done Paul Pierce, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he was able to persevere through that shit. And now, you know, like I said, plus, not even to mention we don't know the details of the deal to be able to sell fucking your just videotapes of your life and shit for $30 million. That's a hell of a fucking accomplishment for anybody that's from fucking 79. You know
not to mention less than 5 years ago they was talking about how he was broke and begging for money from billionaires, and now he is a billionaire.
Hilarious.
Not to mention the fact that I think Spicasso brought this point up to me that doesn't Kanye have his own tank, Spicasso?
I'm pretty sure he has a few.
How much did Michael Jordan get for The Last Dance?
I don't know. We don't have those numbers. Yeah,
they probably gave that nigga they gave him like 30 pairs of big ass Jabot pants.
hey, no, Tehran, you ain't seen Jabot's making a comeback. They got skinny straps now.
That's not Jabot. That's a whole nother brand.
Is it?
Yeah, it's another brand. It's not Jabot. Them bitches look hard though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, okay. They look like Jabots, so they look like skinny jean Jabots. But now Spicasso, if you could go to that link that I had just sent you for the next topic, that would be great. Yes, this is the topic, guys. So this is the topic of the whole podcast. It took us a while to get here. I don't know if
first of all, I'm already mad. Okay.
Hold on, Vino. Hold on, Vino. Let me preface this conversation. If one of you guys could call Ide and let him know we starting the topic, the only topic he really wanted to hop in on. If you could let him know we starting this topic. So here is the thing. The conversation is, are we using the word legend too loosely today when it comes to entertainers? And I think that that's a valid question. And we're going to draw these comparisons between these artists. The first two that they got up here, go ahead and click on the first. Go ahead and click on Pac, and then we're just going to skip through. Yeah, wait. So we got Pac. Nobody here, I'm pretty sure, is going to deny that Pac is an absolute legend.
Yes, Pac is a legend for multiple reasons. And then we need to Google. We need to talk about the definition of the word
legend. Pull that up, Picasso. Pull up the definition of legend, because that's also what I wanted to do, Vino, because we got to understand what the textbook definition of legend is before we can really have a for real discussion on who is and is not a legend.
Right.
All right. So Picasso, let's so the first definition is one popularly regarded as historical, although not verifiable. What else we got?
There you go.
a body of such stories, a person or thing that inspires legends. Pac. Okay, look, I think those first two are going to be the ones that pertain to people. So we can say honestly that Pac inspires legends. People have all types of stories about Pac.
Pac is, yes, exactly. Tupac is an actual legend.
All right, go to the next picture, Picasso.
Pac's still alive.
All right, exactly. That's a legend. Now here we are. What's this? Pop Smoke, right? Young Panamanian monster of an artist. I do not, me personally, and we can all just go down the line and everybody can say yay or nay. I don't think that Pop Smoke counts as a legend. I don't think that he has the body of work to count as a legend. I don't think that he was in the game really long enough to just garner what would make him a legend. I think that another 5 years of artist, and it's sad to say, rest in peace to the man. I'm not saying that he wasn't talented. I just don't think that Pop Smoke is going to stand the test of time.
I agree with you.
Hey, and just for the sake of the conversation, like
order or something.
Now, I just want to mention, like, just for the sake of the conversation, like, it's a lot of deceased rappers on this list, and be not taken away from anything that they done, or for some listeners and stuff out there. We definitely acknowledging their talent and everything, and we're not trying to discredit anything about that. So, yeah,
everybody on this list is an extremely popular and extremely talented artist. No questions asked. But that does not mean that everybody on this list would fall in the legend category.
Right, so we just gonna give them legends in their own right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so we got a couple of people on the podcast. We'll just go down the list. Vino, yay or nay? Pop Smoke a legend?
Nay.
One Light, you got 2 votes in there. Is Pop Smoke a legend?
Nay. Who knows?
2 no's. Bruce?
I say yeah.
Why? Okay, so we're gonna come back to you. All right, so Alex, Pop Smoke a legend?
No.
Ron?
I think it's too early to decide. You made like a good point with your opinion was that like you don't know if the music is gonna live that long. Like his debut album came out, I believe, less than a year ago, if we look at it today. But looking at the mixtapes he had and the music he got, we don't know if niggas in New York or all around the world still gonna be banging that shit 10 years from now. Like we don't know.
They ain't right, but yeah, you're right. It is too early.
I don't
as of now.
I say
as a fan, no. But
before we elaborate more, let's get the rest of the votes here. Quick, yay or nay? Pop Smoke a legend?
I'm gonna say no, with the potential to be a legend for a couple different reasons. Actually, he still has potential to be on that legendary board. He hasn't reached that potential.
Okay, so we're gonna come to that. Matt, are you familiar with Pop? Are you familiar with Pop Smoke as an artist? Okay, so Matt, if you're not familiar with the artist, it would be unfair for you to vote yay or nay on whether or not he's a legend.
I do have some 2 cents about like differentiating whether he's like not just him, but like a legend, or you ever consider the word iconic as well, like a different level?
Would you say that iconic is different from legendary?
Yes.
Yes.
It's on another level from legendary.
Yeah, I was sending them for legend. When you pulled up legend, Icon didn't fucking pop up. Pull up Icon.
Word.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got one more vote to get from Henry here. Henry, your Hispanic brother, your Central American brother, Pop Smoke. He a legend?
He's a legend in his community, but in the rap game, you can't say that yet. No, like in overall hip hop rap, no. But I mean, obviously, he a legend in his community where he's from. I'm sure he's considered a legend.
He's probably busting in Panama too, because he's one of them. He's a Panamanian.
He's definitely a Panamanian hip hop legend for sure.
Right. In certain regards, he's reached that status, like hood legend status. I couldn't take that away from him.
But wait now.
Hip hop wise,
let's get this definition of icon real quick before we start to elaborate. So a painting of Jesus Christ or another holy figure, typically in traditional style on wood, venerated. This is not the one. So a person or thing regarded as a representative symbol or as a worthy of veneration. So I would call him an icon before I'd call him a legend.
Well, not obviously. Like, because when I first saw your post about it, like legends, like it got me thinking in my head that like there's a very huge difference between legend and iconic, which is like a level of confidence. And it was all coming from
the only real legend on this list is Pac.
Hold on. Now, that's a hard one to say. All right, so look, it's a long list. So let's go to the next one, Picasso. Biggie.
Okay.
No brainer.
Okay.
Is there any, before I even go down the line, do we have any no's?
Okay. Well, wait. Let me ask this question though.
Yes, sir.
Are there any real are there really any real conspiracies about Biggie? Just putting it out there. Just put it out there now. Are there really even real conspiracies about Biggie?
There is. Hold on, Vino. Hold on.
Is my preference.
Hold on, Vino. To answer your question, there is a conspiracy theory for the Pac stands that Biggie knew what was going down when Pac got shot, and he didn't do shit because he knew.
Okay. There you go. Okay. All right. Good. Legend. That's a legend. That's legend. That's a legend that is being told that people don't really know about, but they're hearing about it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a legend. Niggas don't even know if Tupac is in Cuba. Is he dead? Niggas trying to put together his lyrics and his songs to figure out certain shit. Like, that's legend shit.
Side note, I'm probably gonna take a picture like this. Darrell, you said you talking about the conspiracy aspect, like whether or not there's a conspiracy to the person kind of dictates or not dictates, but it kind of adds major points to whether or not they are a legend.
Yeah, I think
you read the definition.
I think if you're gonna call Pac a legend, you kind of have to call Biggie a legend.
I agree.
Facts.
I agree.
Facts.
I agree.
They duos in that regard, especially the way they died, the timing, the beef, the East Coast, West Coast shit, the whole shit. That's legendary.
I will say this, guys, and I'm a bigger Tupac fan than Biggie Smalls fan. I think that if we're talking specifically about rap ability and who's a better rapper, I think that Biggie is a better rapper than Tupac.
Biggie.
I think that Tupac had better lyrical content. His legend is better. I think that Tupac had more of an impact on people. Now, Biggie may have had an equally big or bigger impact on rap, but I think that Tupac's legend supersedes rap in a way that Biggie's does not.
I can probably give you that.
Definitely see that.
I can probably give you, even though Biggie's my favorite rapper, I can probably give you that.
All right, so we don't have no disputes on Biggie. Let's move to the next. Let's see who the next new artist Triple X, XXXTentacion.
I have no reason to give this guy legendary status.
He's a very talented artist, though.
I would
definitely
think some of the stuff that he was saying and that he.
Can I say this?
Hold on. Wait, everybody. We're gonna go down the list because everybody got an opinion, right? So Vino, it sounded to me like you said no.
Yeah, no, but he is talented as fuck.
Everybody on this list is talented as fuck. Picasso, One Light, that's two. Picasso and Prophet. You guys are more from that era than us as old heads. Do you guys consider him to be a legend?
I would definitely say to old heads, no, but to our generation, comparing him to other rappers that be talking, I feel like he was talking some of the most real shit. Even like outside of his music, that he was waking people.
I've heard him called your generation's Tupac. I've heard that.
Yeah, the impact this dude had on like the SoundCloud scene, which kind of built a lot of what like the popular rap scene is today. like the impact this dude had was crazy. Like everybody was trying to sound like him to some extent, you know, and it wasn't like, I don't know. He was a very versatile artist, and people from all different lanes was trying to copy him, and I think that's warranted enough.
What do they say? Imitation is the purest form of flattery, or something like that.
Something like that. But I definitely think people are still going to be talking about him in 15, 20 years. Whereas there's other like people from the SoundCloud era that maybe don't have that reputation, but I definitely think he like will represent that scene probably forever.
So hard yay or nay, guys?
I would say yes.
Yeah, I'd say yeah too.
Okay,
Nay.
Alex. Alex, what we got?
No, I never listened to him like that, but there are a lot of people, as Buddy said, like that said that this man like changed their life. So, I mean,
so
His,
it's not
impact on the Hispanic, the depressed Hispanics.
We ain't
that
talking
was his,
about
like, niche
impact. We
almost.
talking about legendary though.
Yeah,
but
bro.
you can't talk about legendary without talking about their impact.
Well,
But y'all read the hold on.
Wait,
y'all read
hold
the
on, guys.
definition.
Hold on, guys.
I know, and it said it's not verifiable, meaning that it doesn't have to be fact.
Guys, let's get the rest of the votes, and then we can break it down a little bit. Ron, are you giving it to XXXTentacion?
Hold on, wait a second, Isaiah. To be clear, you know, the thought of somebody saying you're a legend and you're not a legend does not count as legendary status. You know, I know that I see where Alex was trying to go with that shit, and I need to clarify that, like, because they said like they can't prove this or that. You know, with the like, if a motherfucker saying you're a legendary or not, that doesn't make you a legend in regards to all this, like, because. Like it's other people that die, right? In rap, it's other people that affect.
Darrell, there's more of them on this list. There's more of them on this list where this will become a lot more apparent. But let's get Ron's opinion real quick. Ron, are we getting a yay or a nay here?
100% yes.
You said 100% yes. Okay, so we got 3 votes for yes. All right, so quick, let me get a yay or a nay before we elaborate.
I haven't answered for that too, since I actually.
Oh no, Matt, you're 2 votes away. It's Quick, and then Bruce, and then you, and then Henry.
Oh,
Quick,
I'm just saying I can vote on this.
Hard no for me.
Hard no for you. All right, Bruce.
Yeah, I'll say he's a legend for sure.
So that's 4 yays. Matt, how about it?
Yay.
Matt, that's 5. That's 5 yays. All right, Henry, where are you at?
I'm gonna say no, but if we're going off conspiracy theory shit, you know, there's definitely conspiracy theories surrounding his death for sure too.
There's absolutely conspiracy theories surrounding his death, and Drake's name gets brought into that.
I know a lot of like I remember
especially considering it's truth.
He had fans, and then I didn't listen to his music, so that's why in my head, like, he's not a legend, but I mean, he definitely, there's conspiracy theories around his death as well, you know. So,
real quick before we move on, I'm pretty sure y'all will be surprised too with the numbers this dude has done, because like
Dan, tell us a little bit about some of them numbers.
He's got
61 million,
quite a few songs over 1 billion streams, as far as I'm concerned, which is definitely nothing to sneeze at. I feel like
no. Hold on, because the verbiage that you use could confuse some listeners. It's not as far as you're concerned. It's as far as the numbers show and prove. He has multiple songs over 1 billion, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And so just like the verbiage that you use, people can discount that. I'm sorry. I cut you off. I didn't hear the end of what you were saying, Dan.
If that many people are listening to your music, I feel like that warrants kind of legend status. Because at the very least, like 1 billion people, that's like a 7th or an 8th of the planet. You know what I'm talking about?
Like, right.
That's influence as far as I know.
What you're saying is not something that I can argue with. And look, maybe some of us are old heads and we're jaded or some shit like that. That's a very strong possibility. Only thing I can say is I didn't expect him to get as many yays as he got, and he got 5 yays and a possible, because he, like Henry said, he fits some of that criteria. The simple matter of the fact that in combination with those ridiculous record numbers of streams, there's also tons of conspiracy surrounding this man's death.
I got a question. Does that Drake conspiracy fall under the Drake legend status or his?
Both. They're intertwined.
That's why he's a
I
legend.
don't know, bro,
sure.
because I feel like Pac's death was, like we just like how we said Biggie and Pac, even though they were correlated, I think we gave Pac his own segment. We gave Biggie his own segment.
Well, here's the thing that you're not taking into account, Darrell. We just happen to not be from the generation that was his target audience. So it would be difficult for us to say how prolific he was of an artist when none of us were fans. It would be different if he was out and popping when we're listening to that music and we chose not to listen to his shit.
Right.
But that's just not really the case.
I also feel like at the same time, X has nothing to do with Drake. Like I don't even think you can compare him. I don't even.
Well,
know
I think you should see. I think you should watch Daylight break down that conspiracy theory.
I've heard Daylight say some shit in the track about that whole thing. So
you got to look at his posthumous success and like the music they've released since, right? So like obviously the numbers are gonna be wild, after you pass, especially the way you did. But
they were big before too.
They were big before, and like the SoundCloud era, as much as like hip hop heads or traditional rap fans hate it, it did exist. And at its height, he was the biggest artist producing music with it at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like the only person I can think of that even rival him.
Era? Is it over? They're not doing SoundCloud no more? What the fuck happened?
No, SoundCloud.
At a point, SoundCloud really like ran like who was coming up and popping out in like 2016, 2017. Like first someone would come up on SoundCloud and then they would get like a big industry cosign or something like that, and then they came up from there.
I feel like Russ was probably one of the last artists I paid attention to that really fucking
I don't know if
made it
know.
big.
Well, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel like we're moving though from that SoundCloud stage into like a more two core, independent artist stage.
Okay, so
SoundCloud started that, but it's nobody releasing, music on SoundCloud. Well, everybody's releasing music on SoundCloud, but that's not really what's popping off.
Right.
Transition.
The algorithms are not in SoundCloud's favor at this point. So look, it sounds like there's 9 guys on the podcast, and it sounds like 5 people called him a legend.
Hey, listen, bro. While we talking about legendary shit, I'm just saying this, and maybe y'all can kind of help me confirm this, because that's why I've been so quiet. A lot of people saying RIP DMX right now.
Oh man. Is that the word?
Is that happening?
I mean, that's what I'm seeing.
Is that Spicasso? See if you can find that online. Don't spread that yet, just Vino. Let's see if you can find that online, Spicasso. But
I'm just asking y'all to help me, shit, because I'm trying to verify it. I'm seeing people say it though.
Go to TMZ.
I'm not seeing anything right now.
I don't know. That type of stuff comes right up in my phone. Like it's just
right. That's what I said. Hold on.
It did put a report out earlier that his family gonna take him off life support.
Hold on, bro.
Yeah, Barstool Sports tweeted it.
Oh shit!
Close friends of DMX are saying goodbye on social media.
Damn.
It's on Say Cheese TV.
That's rough.
Rest in peace.
While we're live, huh?
It sounds like that's really what's going on.
Lunel, the comedian, the female comedian.
Yeah, we know Lunel
passed away.
Oh shit!
He was reporting that he passed away.
I was just about to say, if you don't see it nowhere else, go to Twitter, and usually the news hits Twitter first.
Man.
That's rough.
It's trending on Twitter right now.
Prayers to the man's family.
That's more than
legend in the hip hop game.
Damn, man. Man, bro, y'all don't know how much y'all don't hear. Bro, DMX was one of my favorite human beings, bro. Y'all don't know how much he meant to me, how much he influenced me, bro.
One of my homies who and Ide's not on the podcast right now, but Ide would have told y'all this story too. One of my homies who moved here from Bosnia didn't know no fucking English. DMX fucking was one of the people that taught him fucking English, listening to DMX's music.
Man, bro, that's a now we talking now, nigga. Now the conversation got to change now, nigga, because
legend.
Come on, bro. DMX, my nigga.
Oh no, he's on the list. He's on the list. So Picasso, go back to the list.
That shit crazy, man. Rest in peace, DMX. If that's true though.
Go to the next one, Picasso.
Seems so, but yeah.
DMX, you're a legend. There's no question.
We're 50-50 on XXXTentacion. Ide would be the tiebreaker if y'all could get him on the line. We're not even gonna deny. Look, as much shit as I like talking about Detroit and as much shit as I like giving Tehran, I'm not gonna pretend like Eminem's not a fucking legend. I think he's undisputed.
You might as well skip.
Yeah, like let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah,
Nobody's gonna dispute that. Nipsey Hussle. Now here's where my bias comes into play.
Got the word street in it.
He is absolutely a street legend, without a doubt.
Yeah,
I think
he's a legend.
He's a legend. He's a legend for real.
I would give him legend status, but I do have to ask because I'm biased. I got to go down and get the votes. So Vino, you gave him legend. Now the younger generation, Picasso, Prophet, are you guys giving Nipsey legend status?
I fuck with Nipsey. I wouldn't have enough prior knowledge or experience about him to say whether or not he's a legend.
Okay, so you're opting out. That's a no vote. Cool.
I almost want to take a no vote, but if I had to pick yes or no, I would probably go with yes because I definitely do think
Nipsey's death. Nipsey death is still low key a conspiracy.
Yeah.
No, it's absolutely a conspiracy. So Alex, you giving it to him?
Yeah, just because, as Buddy said, like,
so
just like when because I didn't know anything about Nipsey. I'm not gonna front. Like I've heard the name, but I wasn't like I don't be listening to new shit like that, right?
Nipsey made me set up a trust for my son and start my business the right way. Like that's
first West Coast rapper I like since Game.
You and me both, because I really, really do not like a lot of West Coast music, especially hyphy. But that's a different conversation for a different time. So we're gonna give Alex. We're giving you that vote to Nipsey, right?
Yeah.
Right. Nip was the hardest nigga since Game.
Ron, I think I heard you say that you're giving Nipsey that legend vote, right?
Yeah, he got the body to work. You know what I mean?
Bruce, what we got?
Definitely got it.
That's a no-brainer for me. He's definitely a legend on all elements.
Matt, you familiar? Because I know you're a rock fan. Are you familiar
I know,
with
but
Nipsey Hussle?
for a few rappers, like I'm still gonna give him a legend. Like it's the only because like there are some whatever he's died for, like it's got.
And he was out for a smooth decade.
Yeah.
So, Matt, are you just gonna go with a no vote because of a lack of knowledge, or are you gonna vote?
I'm voting yes.
Okay, quick. Where are we giving it to Nipsey?
That's a hard yes for me. First rap in a long time, didn't bring the drill, you know what I'm saying, aspect to the whole rap game. How I personally found out about Nipsey, he was talking about cryptocurrency. I wish I'd have listened a little harder. I wish I'd have gotten to that Bitcoin shit when it was at low numbers. He's the reason I bought into cryptocurrency and have stocks and bonds and shit like right now.
Yeah, y'all. This shit real, bro.
Listening to a brother talk. I seen him on YouTube. It wasn't even his music. I didn't know him about rap.
Right.
I heard about some of the things he was doing.
His interviews made me listen to his music. I agree with you.
Exactly.
Right.
That's how I found out that he was a rapper through the power moves he was making. And
right.
I really I appreciate
that $1,000 CD did it for me. It was the $1,000 CD for me.
Can I make one quick?
Did y'all hear that Jay-Z tribute?
That's legendary.
Did y'all hear that whole tribute?
I don't know.
What happened?
Hey, question.
Did y'all hear the Jay-Z tribute to Nipsey? To Nipsey Hussle?
Yeah. That shit was fire.
Man,
Here's what you got to consider.
He's talking about Larry Hoover, Fred
Quick.
Hampton, Jeff Ford. Go
Right.
re-listen to it.
Oh, if
Right.
you go listen to Nipsey Hussle's fucking Breakfast Club interview, he actually puts people on to the counterintelligence program. He talks about a book called The Spook That Sat by the Door. Like, really listen to Nipsey's interviews. Nipsey did nothing but drop knowledge, whether it be in his music or in his interviews. I fucking look. And then on top of that, he fucking wifed up literally my celebrity crush that she doesn't know, but one day.
If you just water it down to just music, right? Remember this about
wait, Teron, I want to get this hot take from you, but Henry, let's let Henry vote because we can't just be leaving our Mexican brother and just out
My
here.
bad, I thought everybody went. My fault.
Henry, we giving it to Nipsey?
Yeah, he's definitely a legend. And same to Darrell, I didn't really hear his music. I mean, I heard of him, but it wasn't his music that got me. It was the moves he was making out.
Right.
And just some of the things he was preaching, I
feel like that
spirituality
alone
and healthy eating and the doctor said.
I feel like that alone
just off that
kind of pushes him into legendary status because the simple fact that so many people fucked with the message behind the man more than they did the actual entertainment says a lot about him as a person. But Teron,
and also
let's get that point that you were getting off. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Henry. I didn't know you were still going.
Oh, there's also the conspiracy thing too. It's another factor.
They definitely whacked him.
Yeah,
Teron, you were saying?
Yeah, well, just his character.
So you definitely got the conspiracy and you got the influence, but it's one thing people got to point out, right? Because the only reservation I've heard people actually have with him being considered a legend is the fact that they don't feel like he was at the top of the game long enough. He was just really getting his shine because his first studio major album release was Victory Lap. But think about this, right? His freshman 10 cover with Double XL, right? One of the most successful ones, period. You had J. Cole on there, Wiz, J-Rock, Freddie Gibbs, Big Sean. So it's a lot of hits and a lot of good albums there, right?
Right.
Victory Lap is highly regarded enough to put up against any of those dudes' albums.
Victory Lap is one of my favorite albums in life, just because of what it did for me personally. Like I said, I started my business. I set up a trust for my son. Fucking, if any of you want to set up a trust for y'all kids, I'll show y'all how to get it done. Like I really mean that. And I think that the simple matter of the fact that Nipsey taught a whole generation of urban community, you don't have to be a fucking rich kid to have a trust for your kid. You don't have to you start the wealth building now. Like, even in one of his songs, he said, I fuck with Dr. Sebi because he be teaching health. I fuck with Rick Ross because he be teaching wealth. Like, that shit, may not have hit everybody else as hard as it hit me, but that shit hit me hard when it was at the point in time in my life that I was at when Victory Lap. Like I said, it's one of my favorite albums of all time. So look, we're not even gonna drag this out more than it needs to be. Nipsey's a legend. Let's keep going, Picasso.
Give it to Nip. Gotta give it to Nip. Oh man.
Oh, that's not it.
Skip.
Skip.
We don't need to say nothing.
Skip. Wayne is absolutely a legend.
Triple X.
Skip it.
What's going on?
Skip it.
What is understood does not need to be explained.
Not a legend. What?
Okay,
not
a legend.
I'm gonna
King
tell
Von's
you,
not a legend, guys.
No, hold on now. Wait. Listen, bro. He got the potential to be one though.
But does he have the catalog to carry him through the years that come after he's gone?
It's too early.
Catalog a lot. It's a lot of stories out here about that boy.
I think.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna jump with a hard no with potential. I'm gonna give him potential, but
hard no potential. I
We'll
dig
go in
that.
order.
I dig that.
So
Shout out grandson, though. Rest in peace, grandson.
I'm gonna go last on this one. Vino, you're giving it to Von?
I'm gonna definitely say no, but and it hurt my heart to say no because I'm a big Von fan.
So it's a reluctant no for you.
Reluctant no.
Let's get one light opinions.
All right, I definitely rest in peace, Von. I fuck with him for sure. I think I'm gonna just say no, but definitely has the potential. I just think that if he didn't die, he probably would have gotten a lot of the shine that Dirk is getting now. But I don't think he's going to be alive. He's not going to be alive to get that, shine that Dirk's getting. I think that since Dirk is getting that shine, that it's just he might overshadow him.
That's a wild ass take.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess
hold on, Vino. Let's let Prophet get this one off. We're gonna do the votes and then we can elaborate.
I would say no, but definitely potential. Just because, at least as far as I knew, I definitely before he passed heard a lot more about like the activities he was involved in, so to say, or like what he was doing instead of like his music. And like definitely, I think he made hard music. He was a good rapper, but I don't think in
So Dan and Picasso, think about this. Don't answer now. My question after everyone votes is, given more time, would he be a legend? But Alex, let's go ahead and get your yes or nay, sir.
Oh, given time, yeah. I just feel like he had the cadence and the energy to really be a rock star, so to speak.
Nah, I fuck with the verbiage rock star, even if we're talking about rap to this day, because rap star is cool, but I kind of want to smash a guitar on stage at some point in my life. Like, I ain't even on bullshit. I want to fucking, I want to do that. I want to do that.
Vaughn was a rock star, bro. If Vaughn was alive for another year, this would be a different talk.
Thanks.
I agree. Now, let's get the rest of the votes, though. So we're on Ron now. Ron, where are we at with Vaughn? Because you I know you're not gonna shit on a dead Chicagoan, so this is a safe one. But I want to get your.
You ain't gonna hear me shit on no Chicagoans except for you, bro. Rest in peace.
I've seen you troll about Michael Jordan on at least 7 different occasions in the last 2 years. I've seen you troll about Michael Jordan at least 7 times.
You talking about Captain Big Pants? No, that's different.
Captain Big Pants.
Street legend for sure. Same thing as Pop Smoke, really. We got to really look at and see what happened with the posthumous effect.
I think that's fair.
Musically, I mean, what he was doing, I think he was hot. I think he definitely meant something for like the Chicago drill culture. They definitely always gonna listen to him in Chicago and anywhere where they pop the drill music. I just don't know how much longer drill music is gonna last. So it's hard for me to like say legend today. Musically.
Yeah, I get
potential
that.
though, right?
He had a redundant flow. I don't know if he was gonna continue to make hits.
Oh man,
I do agree with that.
I don't.
No, that's a take. That's a take.
Like, give me a big Billboard hit.
No. Hold on, Teron. Before we elaborate too much, let's get the rest of the votes. Bruce, we giving it to King Von or what?
Yeah, I'm giving it to Von. He definitely added more element to the drill sound with the storytelling. So that's something different. I give it to him for that.
Okay, so Henry is you, and then it's Matt, and then we're gonna get Darrell.
It's a no vote for me because I don't really know him for sure.
Okay, so no vote for Matt. That's fair, and I think that's more fair than making a fucking uninformed decision.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no, just because the body of work. He's a street legend, Chicago. Definitely an old block legend. And if you consider him a legend, you off rip got to consider even Lil Durk legends already too. You know what I'm saying? Just because. But I would say no. In this sense, when it comes to hip hop legends, no, he doesn't have the body of work. But I mess with his music. But no,
Sosa is a legend. I don't know about Durk, but Keith, yeah.
Sosa
making me hungry.
Yes, he is a legend. I'm just saying.
Henry's a real fan.
Legend.
Well, just quick little anecdote.
Old CQ, not like the new, but definitely like
quick little anecdote.
Like 2014.
In our early 20s, Henry and I lived together. And me, I'm into lyrics and shit like that. Like this guy Henry, we had when we lived together a few occasions where blasting drill music at 4 a.m, pissed our neighbors off, and they came down to our door about the shit. And Henry bold-faced looked them in the eye and told them, "Oh, I got to work in the morning too," and then slammed the door in their face and continued to bang his macaroni time.
It wasn't 4 a.m. It was like, but it's the way dude said it. But also, dude was mad because Isaiah, you know, saying was kicking the door like a night or two before on some drunk shit. So, you know.
Whoa, no, hold on. Don't say it like it was that simple. We went out to the club. We were supposed to get 1 bottle of bottle service for the free.
Wow.
And then that turned into 5 bottles and a whole. That turned into 5 bottles and a whole thing. So it wasn't like I was just randomly kicking the door. I thought Henry was in the crib and I didn't have my keys, so I was kicking the door to wake him up. But
so basically, the neighbor
So Darrell, quick yay or nay, sir? Are we get somebody's queen is a little bit loud in the mic, so you're gonna have to mute her if she continues on. But Darrell, if we could get a quick yay or nay out of you, sir.
King Von still?
Yeah, King Von.
I've all said no with potential. I know he died bogus and all of that, you know, but as far as his lyrics, his rap, his story, none of that is legendary. We deal with that shit all the time. I don't know. It's hard for me.
Yeah, his story's a little bit too common for us as Chicagoans, and which is sad. And it's not something that should be championed.
Blessings to his family, all of that, you know, and he was talented, you know, but
extremely. But he got the boy got the whole country debating how many bodies he had. Like, I think that's pretty legendary.
Yeah, it is, but that has nothing to do with hip hop.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
When you talk about legendary, are you talking specifically his music or him as an artist and his I feel like it's all encompassing.
I think it's a combination, and I don't think he brings it home in that regard.
Yeah, I think okay. So if we're gonna go off of street accolades, okay, he can make it off of street accolades. But by that logic, there's a whole lot of hood niggas who are legends out here. So if we're basing it on rappers who are legends, then we have to. It's an algebra equation. It's AX plus BX equals the fucking equation, and I don't think that he.
Man, what did you just say? I don't know
what the hell was all of that.
Is that not algebra? Y'all don't remember algebra?
We ain't talking algebra. We talking English.
No, the rapper, B would be the legend.
Right, you guys aren't understanding. Like, it's not a simple A plus B equals C. It's not 1 + 1 = 2, because it's not just whether or not he has street notoriety. It's not just whether or not his death has fucking conspiracies circling around it. It's all those things combined, multiplied by his catalog of music and will it stand the test of time.
Is he at least a Chicago legend?
He's a young Chicago street legend, is what I would call him.
Exactly. That's how you bring it home like that, because that's not the same thing. And I wouldn't. There's a lot of hood legends. I would, on the scale of the world of niggas that did all kind of shit. You're not like a world legend. You're not like you know what I'm saying? You're not even an American legend. You know what I'm saying? Hood legend. Well, you came from here. That we're gonna respect you and pay homage. But did you do something so out of the bracket, it will stand the test of time? Like in 20 years, if I mention to a kid King Von, are they even gonna know who the fuck you are? They will know who Tupac is.
What's fucked up is I don't want to say this because it sounds like I'm gonna say some hater shit, but it's really not that. I fucked with what King Von music I heard. The thing is, realistically, are we gonna? My son is 1 year old right now. When my son's 13, do you guys genuinely think he's gonna know who King Von is, or do you think he's gonna know who I guarantee you he's gonna know who Michael Jackson is. I guarantee you he's gonna know.
We don't know how much. We don't know how much unreleased King Von music there actually is.
That's a fact. Okay, fine. Give me this one then, guys. Who would say yay for King Von? What are the 2 songs that are just gonna stand the test of time no matter what? What are those 2 songs? Because for every dead legend that we've named Is what's the second one?
Took it to the
Took
O.
it to the O. That's 2.
Okay. You guys think that those are gonna be here 10 years from now?
Facts. I know for a fact they will.
Well, you can't know that for a fact because you're not a fucking
Man, I don't even know
time
what some
traveler.
of those are right now in this time.
Me either, Darrell. I wasn't gonna get into that because it didn't serve the purpose. But me either. So
I hate to say it, man. I like the little dude, man.
Me too, bro. That's why I said I didn't even want to say what I said. But the simple matter of the fact is, does King Von transcend race with his music? Every other artist we have
absolutely.
Suburban white girls be bumping that. I took it to the O.
Yeah,
but since I was in my late teens, early 20s, white girls have been. A white girl put me up on Gucci Mane's Zone 6. Right. I don't know if y'all remember that. Like, a white girl put me up on that shit.
We still going off the rails, bro, because we looked up the actual definition, bro.
Exactly.
I don't think that he fits legend.
Me neither.
What I don't know, bro. I've heard it's a lot of stories. Y'all just gotta go on YouTube, look up these fucking stories, bro. Getting these conversations.
But Vino, it's stories, Vino, but it's stories plus catalog, bro.
It's stories plus. All right, okay.
Well, and I heard they just took DMX death off Wikipedia for those of y'all that's like really look. Because I got people in the background looking that up as we still talking.
Picasso, let's go to the next artist, please, sir. This is a hard one because I'm biased. I'm not even gonna ask nobody's opinion until I give mine real quick.
I don't think he dropped anything under Diamond. Let me be a biased yes and just say.
No, he did. It was
Diamond.
He did. Yeah, he did for sure. But look, here's what I will say. I think that J. Cole threads the line that Logic would love to thread. I'm biased. I'm going to give him a yes immediately. I think that J. Cole is exactly what Logic would love to be because they're both biracial artists. But no, realistically, urban community is not just black people. It's really the urban community.
Logic got the short end of the biracial stick.
Yeah, he absolutely did because he looks just as black as Dan and Picasso or Prophet and Picasso. He looks just as black as them. And it's not just that. It's also every goddamn track. You don't need to let us know you're biracial, motherfucker. I don't need to hear that out of you. You hear that from J. Cole probably once an album. With Logic, you get it goddamn every song. Nigga, I understand your OG smoke. You're not the only person whose OG was a smoker. Bro, I get the fact that fucking your home life was fucked up. Nigga, that's a lot of us out here. What are you saying that's special? Like, and that's how I feel about Logic, and I really want it to like Logic, but I do think that
J. Cole. We're not talking about Logic.
I think that J. Cole is a fucking legend for his lyrical content. There is no conspiracy behind him. I will say that there is no conspiracy behind him. So we're gonna go to Vino next. Vino, yay or nay, J. Cole?
Oh yeah, it's a hard yes for J. Cole.
Hard yes. The J. Cole's Caucasian brethren. J. Cole's Caucasian brethren down there.
Yep. I would say yeah. I don't listen to a lot of J. Cole, but I would say yeah. He's in the conversation.
I would also say yeah, because he definitely has classic albums as far as
definitely got classics, and he got classic mixtapes. Let's not forget about Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, and he's just often mentioned in the conversation of like, you know, more modern, very respected rap artists.
So we're gonna call J. Cole.
In the public eye,
he's the middle child.
Yeah, middle child living legend.
I also think that you can't call J. Cole a legend without calling Kendrick a legend too.
Oh, don't worry, he's in the list. Alex, how about it?
Oh, absolutely, bro.
Absolutely, no question. So
you grew up in our era. You grew up in the previous era. You had to have fucked with some fucking J. Cole. Even if you don't fuck with all of his shit, because I can't stand Cricket Smile.
No. A lot of I fuck with Crooked Smile, but there's what I've noticed is all the kids who are afraid to read out loud in school do not fuck with J. Cole. Like
That's funny as hell.
Tehran, can we get a yay or a nay for Cole?
Yeah, he one of the few niggas who got respect from the old heads, the young boys, and everybody around his age, bro. And he ain't did shit under plat. So,
all right, Bruce.
It's a definite yes for me. He the closest thing to Kanye, in my opinion, as far as production and like how he produces his own music and come with the lyrics and shit. But I fuck with that. Like I fuck with him.
I think they're in two completely different lanes, but I respect the fact that you threw him up there next to Kanye. I don't think he's there quite yet, but I fuck with what you're saying. I think he's in a pinnacle above Big Sean, but below Kanye.
That's a good area to place him for sure.
You think Kanye lyrically is better than J. Cole?
No, I think Kanye as an artist, as a total artist, from production value to fucking the hits that he makes to fucking lyrical content. I think that Kanye, lyrically, come on, bro. Lyrically, J. Cole would fucking cook Kanye, and I'm a Kanye fan saying this.
Can we really say that though?
No, there's no proof behind it, but I genuinely believe it.
I don't know.
There's no.
Let's
get these. Hold on, everybody. We got two more votes. I do want to hear everybody's opinion, but I don't want to cut off other people's time. So, Matt, are you giving J. Cole a vote for a legend?
Legend.
Henry, as a person who I know habitually hates on J. Cole back in his younger days.
I don't hate on J. Cole.
I hated on him back in the day for sure.
But he's definitely a legend. And he's definitely something that transcends race and transcends genres and shit. You know, a lot of people fuck with him. And his content, he's definitely a legend. There's no question about that.
I don't know if we got to Darrell. I think Darrell might be last. Did we get Darrell? Are we giving J. Cole a yay or a nay on legend status?
I'm gonna go with yay. And like you were saying, in terms of career, up there, damn near with Kanye, the predictability. He wanted to go with Rock Nation. He set out for it. He did it. He achieved those goals. Man, that's legendary in itself. You know what I'm saying?
Side note, while we're on the topic, me and Vino talked about this a few live streams back. J. Cole did actually sign one of my favorite artists that has come out in the last year, Moray, and he is signed to fucking I can't remember the name of J. Cole's label. I think Moray is one of the fucking coldest artists. Dreamville, yeah. I think that Moray is one of the coldest fucking artists, and the first time I ever heard about him was a song that was a fucking banger. It's now over 40 million views.
That flame died out quick.
Moray? You think so?
The Moray flame died out quick, bro. That shit is good. Nobody's talking about it anymore.
Anybody talk about Moray except for you, Isaiah.
You just got to keep dropping.
Hey, how did he get to them 40 million views? He stopped dropping.
No,
You're right.
I'm not doubting his talent. I'm just saying he stopped dropping, bro. He was supposed to keep going, Joe.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. Yeah, I think he should have followed the model that Russ used with SoundCloud, where every fucking
Moray blew it, bro. He blew it.
So you think it's over?
You got to hold on to that moment.
I don't think it's
you got to hold on to that moment.
I don't think it's over either.
It's not over, but he's not gonna be as high as he could have been had he held on to that moment.
I think he just gotta drop again, bro. That's it. And I think it's gonna
So Vino, you're not taking into account the fact that his next marketing plan might be to take over the summer.
That's cool, but all I know is that if he gonna drop, he better start dropping now, nigga, or it's over with.
Definitely.
Or you think he's gonna be Fetty Wap?
He gonna be Fetty Wap.
You think he's gonna be Fetty Wap?
He gonna be Fetty.
Who we talking? Jake? We talking about J. Cole?
No. We're all J. Cole. We're talking about his artist Moray.
You want a Dreamville cut?
J. Cole signed him. His name's Moray. J. Cole signed him. He's a fucking dog. We played his music. All those videos got all those videos got taken down. He's a monster. He got a track right now. He got 2 tracks. He got no less than 4 tracks over a couple of million views, one of which is at 40 million views earlier this week. And he's a fat, dark-skinned cat that can sing and rap. Like, it's not a lot of dudes
He wrote all 4 of the songs. He wrote all 4 of the
I know
songs
exactly
10
what you're
years
talking
ago.
Them
was his best songs.
So hold on, Vino, because I just hopped back in the chat and I want to go back and get So Dan, do me a favor and go back to the beginning of the list, and we're gonna get Ides votes, yay or nay, real quick. Go back to the beginning of the list, and we're gonna get Ides votes. So turn your mic on, sir, and we're gonna get your. So we talked about a lot, and there's a few different things that make up legend, and a legend and an icon are different. A legend has to have the music catalog, but they also have to have the notoriety. And if they are deceased, there has to be some level of conspiracy around their death. So Tupac, we're not even gonna question. I already know where you are. Also, you may have missed this, but the entire internet is saying R.I.P. DMX. And I was telling the crew how one of my homies moved here from Bosnia, and one of the people who helped him learn English was fucking DMX. I was talking about our boy Rocco.
Yeah, that's a fact. That he died for real?
Yeah, that's what they're saying, bro. That's what they're saying.
It's confirmed.
Damn, bro. That's fucked up, man. I was really
DMX
hoping
meant a lot to me, bro.
So
I'm damn near finna dip, bro, because that shit hit me in the way, bro.
Hold on, Vino, don't dip yet. We almost through the list, so we're gonna get Ides votes real quick. We're gonna get him caught up. Ide, where we at on Pac? Yay or nay? That's a legend. That's a legend, Ide.
For sure, bro. For sure. Damn, that extra just. Bro,
Baller Alert just put out 36 seconds ago. DMX is still alive despite reports.
I told y'all, Wikipedia took that bullshit down.
All right,
I'm seeing verified accounts.
So Ide, are we giving Pop? Hold on one second, Vino. Let's let Ide get his votes off because we want to have that conversation. Let's let Ide get his votes off so we can all be on the same page.
Pop's a legend. He's not an icon yet, but he's a legend.
All right, so here's the question, Ide. Does Pop Smoke have the catalog to last within the next 5 to 10 years? A lot of people said we don't know yet. We don't know whether or not his songs will stand the test of time.
I think it will, bro. We see that it's evident right now that the whole new spin on drill that's happening is all got Pop Smoke's DNA in it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it'll last.
Okay, that's fair. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, legend, icon.
No question. X, we were split on. You're actually the tiebreaker.
Legend.
Hey, X is a legend according to the tiebreaker. We skipped Eminem on some let's not play around. Nip. Now, where are you on Nip? Where are you on Nip, Ide?
For sure, legend, bro.
For sure, legend. And that's where a lot of us landed, even though he may not have fit every single criteria. We skipped Wayne because for the same reason we skipped Eminem. We're not going to play that game. Von, we spent a lot of time on. Do you give Von legendary status?
I give him Chicago legend.
That's so the conclusion I came to, and Darrell was right there with me. I called him a young Chicago street legend.
I'd say that. I mean, we can't unfortunately see more from him, but
right.
I definitely think he was doing good shit. So to the people he impacted, he definitely left an impact on the city.
Okay. J. Cole, where are you at on Cole?
Legend.
All right. Next one, Dan. Oh shit, we hadn't gotten here yet. Which one is this?
Legendary Goofy.
That's Juice WRLD.
Legendary.
Look, I think Juice WRLD made some motherfucking legendary music, but that's really
to clock out. So
this shouldn't even be a question.
Anybody else?
Man, don't do Juice, bro.
Okay, hold on one second, guys. Matt is hopping off. Matt, I appreciate you hopping on, sir. I appreciate you taking part. You're always a fucking good sport. You always come through and drop knowledge about Enagic and Kangen water. We're going to get you in a room with Darrell. We're going to get you on a Zoom call with Vino. We're going to talk about getting this water to our people. I appreciate you, Matt, and I appreciate me having my fucking Kangen machine, which is right here.
Facts.
Ooh.
Man, you already got one. Damn, I need one.
That's what I'm saying.
Before I even go, there was something I'm
of
going
it. How does that
to leave you
shit
with as
taste?
well.
So look, the water, the whole faucet is connected to the machine. The machine electrocutes the water and changes the pH balance based on what level you put it on. Some levels are for strong, like cleaning shit. Some levels are for washing your face. Some levels are for babies to drink. Some levels are for people to drink.
That's low-key. That's so dope, bro.
That is hard, bro. Hey, man, I've been talking to Lisa about it, and
yeah, she's been wondering about you as well.
Yeah.
So, what machine, what model you wanted?
Yeah, the biggest holdup for me is that like I just don't want all those hoses exposed, and then I had some other ideas that I've been talking to her about. But I'm definitely
it's best to get the under the counter model if you don't want all those hoses exposed.
Yeah, but no, but it's like that under the counter one is a little pricey.
I know. That was the best bet there.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I'm actually.
But there are
I'm
other improv. We could work around that.
Right.
So.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm in the phase of rebuilding actually my kitchen right now, so I'm trying to actually kind of.
It's the same thing with my kitchen too. In fact, my whole living room is being under construction as we speak.
Yeah. Same, man. My whole house is. So I'm just trying to find a way for me to like embed this into the wall somehow. But I'm still working on that. So when I come up with a design, I'll definitely reach out to Lisa and get that finalized.
Hey, Matt, anybody who has any questions, don't forget to send them our podcast episode. And like we said earlier, this episode, if you want to know more about what Matt does, who he is, learning more about Enagic, learning more about Kangen, go check out the episode that we did together, even the short clip that we did. It's like a 20-minute clip that we did together. It's on the Mogul Minds Network page. Matt has everything you guys need. Matt has all the connections you guys need. And like we said, there's a reason Tom Brady and Kevin Hart and all the other motherfuckers with big money and love fitness and health, there's a reason that they use these machines.
There. I just sent my Waters of Inspiration Instagram.
Go follow Matt on Instagram at Waters of Inspiration. You'll see Mogul Minds following him. You'll see me following him.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Matt. You have a great night, sir.
All right, Matt.
Later, guys. I appreciate you all. I really do, as usual.
Love, man.
Thank you, sir. Much love.
Later, guys. And good to see you. We all haven't seen in a long time. Yeah.
All right, Dan. So Juice WRLD. Now, here's my question: is Juice WRLD more of a new generation legend, or is Juice WRLD just a legend as an artist?
He's a legend as an artist to me.
All right, so we're gonna go down the list then, and we're gonna Vino, Juice WRLD, yay or nay?
Nay.
Okay, so we're gonna have you elaborate, but let's get the votes first. One Light, we got 2 votes over there as always. One Light, what you guys got? Juice WRLD. No, we didn't hear either of you guys.
We both saying yes.
Y'all both said yes. Okay. Yeah, we can hear you now. Smelly guy from Detroit. What do you think about Juice WRLD? Is he getting legendary status, yay or nay?
I smell amazing, nigga.
Nigga, you smell like Flint water. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
I'm in Dior right now, man. I don't know what smelly nigga you talking about. 100% a legend. 100% a legend, bro. It's not debatable.
I don't know that anything's not debatable. but I'll respect your choice.
Earth being flat, not debatable.
Not debatable.
Okay, all right, here we go.
Just like my opinion about this fucking guy. Listen, I don't disrespect the dead or nothing like that, but this guy is just not a legend to me. You know what I mean? His death in my eyes resembled his music, and to me that's just dead weight. You know what I mean? Encouraging all that drug abuse and all that shit. He's a victim of all that shit he rapped about. And that's the opposite of what the fuck I want my kids listening to, doing, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's not a legend, though. But that's what I was about to say, Darrell. That's a hard one for you to say because by that logic, you got to judge every artist by that standard, and by that exact same logic, that would make Wayne debatable.
Well, it depends. Like you said, man, these guys have a target audience. I mean, I don't know.
That's also not true, too, Darrell.
In terms of his legend, his death, there's no conspiracy. He killed himself doing some goofy shit.
No. Hold on 1 second. There is conspiracy. There is conspiracy, and I'm a part of that conspiracy because me as a person who has dabbled with drugs in my own life, I don't believe that any person who knows how to do drugs would take that much drugs unless they were attempting to kill themselves or avoid jail 110%.
I think that's what he was a victim of, 100%. Like, I mean, clearly, this is just what caused his demise to me. Just was a result of his music. That's what I think y'all missed when I said what I was saying. Like, his music ultimately was
okay, fine. But by that logic, would that make DMX and the pain that he brought through in his music, would that make DMX worthy of the fate that he found?
DMX didn't encourage drug use.
DMX didn't encourage.
Yeah, he didn't encourage. He knew it was a problem. He talked about it being an addiction and wanting to do better. Whereas this guy was like, I'm having problems. I'm gonna drown my problems with drug abuse, and it's make it popular at that. Like, I don't think that's legendary.
Yeah, here's my issue.
You muted yourself, Isaiah. I also don't think that he encouraged it. More so, he took influence from rappers before him that did do that as well, and that's just what he liked to do.
So here's a question then. Picasso, here's a question. Do you think that Juice WRLD would exist in the light that he existed in making the music that he did had it not been for Wayne already setting a precedent?
Or Future. I don't think that's possible for me to say.
Well, see, that will curb his legendary status as well. Because to be the legend, you're talking about being the first to do something, right? Like, not just being good at something.
I don't think you necessarily have to be the first to do something, because
you just got to be innovative.
Did it in a different way, too. Because every little kid that I know that wants to rap and stuff, they're like, I want to sound like Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
So the little kids that want to rap, they wanted to do that because of Juice WRLD and how he was
and not even the music. His shit that popped wasn't even the best part about him. This man could literally freestyle for days, bro. And I'm talking about he's cold with the freestyles. That's probably the biggest selling point for me.
Wait. Hold on, quick. Let's get everybody's votes real quick before we elaborate too much. Bruce, are we giving Juice WRLD legendary status?
Yeah, he's a legend for me, 100%. I fuck with Juice WRLD, all his music.
It sounds like you were giving him legendary status as well, right?
Yeah, bro, for sure.
Alex, are we giving him legendary status? Alex, you're on mute, bro.
Yeah, I will personally. I feel like he was influential enough on a generation where I don't think he necessarily advocated drug use, but just as far as for a generation that feels kind of existential crisis going on with their lives. I feel like it hits home, and I feel like it matches. So Yeah. I think I would put him on that status just because of how influential he was.
Okay, Darrell, we're going to come back to you. We're going to get a quick answer from Henry real quick. Henry, we're asking yay or nay on Juice WRLD, sir.
I'm gonna have to go no, even though I made, I kind of heard more of his music after he passed. And I mean, he made some good music, but I would say right now, no. But that could change. Same as the Pop Smoke. We got to see if his music stands the test of time. Right. But I would say right now, no. But I realized he was a dope freestyle artist. I've seen some of his freestyles and that surprised me and shocked me.
I think he was a dope artist in every aspect, and I would still say no to some degree.
More talented artist that's come across recently when it comes to pure talent, but I wouldn't call him just. But that's my.
All right, so Darrell, you can give us your yay or nay, and then give us your reasoning why, and let whoever needs to rebut that.
It's real crazy. Like when I was giving my opinion, I had walked around the corner, and I didn't say no names. But my mom, she doesn't really know these young rappers like that, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? She's like, "Oh, who you talking about?" Juice WRLD. She knew right away who we were talking about. I think that's kind of legendary status, like in terms of the definition of where we're talking about. Right?
The simple fact that he transcended musical generations.
Yeah. So I don't want to take away from his hood legend or his iconic moves that he made. I'm pretty sure he was hot. I don't know him to be this cold freestyler. I'm gonna have to definitely double back into his music after this podcast.
Check him out. He's cold.
Definitely I don't see him, in my personal opinion, making that big change in the game like that. As like an overall legend musically, or any other way.
That real quick.
Go
I just
for
feel like the volume of music this dude created and the amount he was able to push out regularly. He was only able to get out 2 albums before he passed, and then 1 posthumous. But he has hundreds of unreleased songs and stuff, and just at least from an artist perspective, that's very respectable. And also, I know countless.
Hey,
I
Dan.
know so many artists who have taken Juice WRLD influence personally.
Hey, Dan, how you get that point across to old heads is you have to liken that ability to the likes of some of the greats who were able to do that, like a Prince or a Michael Jackson or a Tupac. These are people who
they had way more time than him, though. They had way more time.
No.
Short amount of time.
I agree. Hold on one second. I don't want you guys to take my opinion at face value. What I'm saying is the simple fact that Juice WRLD was in this world for such a short period of time, but was able to create such a catalog of music and such a catalog of unreleased music. The only people we have seen do that at such a high quality are people who undoubtedly go in that legendary category.
Yeah. Also, 2 more points in regard to Juice WRLD. There's a lot of people who will listen to leaked Juice WRLD music, whereas people will listen. I know multiple people who will just listen to unreleased Juice WRLD music in a playlist their whole day. Second point that I wanted to make, the type of culture that we're in when it comes to artists is every artist is getting a YouTube beat. The most poppin' YouTube beats are Juice WRLD beats.
Juice WRLD type beats.
Juice WRLD type beat. Juice WRLD type beat.
Every artist that has come in this studio guaranteed use a Juice WRLD type beat at least one time.
Yeah.
Even the producers are inspired by Juice WRLD. Or
the imprint that he's left behind is still yet to be felt. Because his death is
how old was Juice WRLD?
21.
So Pac died at 25. 4 years on him?
Right.
Yeah.
That's a lot of time to create a lot of music.
I think Pac came in younger too. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Juice WRLD's been on for maybe 2 years before his death.
Pac did come in younger because you got to remember that Pac was fucking backup dancing for Digital Underground.
Right. So it's I mean, look, I just don't think that time has passed by enough for us to really feel the impact that him or Pop Smoke or even shit Nipsey has. Like right now, I think out of those three that passed away, I think Nip gets the most solid, like for sure, legend stamp, just because his message is what's kind of at the forefront right now. Whereas like what Juice and Pop did at their young age, it's still yet to be felt fully. I feel like there's going to be
Juice WRLD was way more successful commercially than
commercially.
Pop Smoke was,
Yeah.
bro.
I'm just speaking purely on the message,
Impact.
right? Like,
Okay.
Because Nipsey's message is more along the lines of like where the culture's at right now with equity and, you know, like ownership and whatnot. Whereas
but Nipsey was also one of the people that ushered that in. Jay-Z did it for the older heads, but for the younger heads, Nip did that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he gets that auto stamp. Like,
somebody's phone. Okay, so okay. All right, that's a fair opinion. Let's get through the rest of these cats. So Juice WRLD, we're at a toss up pretty much.
I think we get
who is later on this list, Lil Peep, which is
I also
to
think
be on this list. I think Juice WRLD kind of also blended that type of sad boy, like edgy type of like whiny music and
emo hip hop.
Blended it with and trap. You know, it blended it with like trap type shit.
He did emo hip hop successfully well.
Yeah.
I just don't see how his story isn't the exact same as Triple X, bro.
Oh shit, that's a conversation to be had. Hold on on that one though, because I feel like you definitely should have said that earlier. But we're not even gonna debate this light-skinned fucking king. Look, your boy is a legend. We'll move past it.
Actor rappers.
No debate, man. No debate.
He definitely set the pace.
Which one is this?
Lil Peep.
That's Lil Peep. He's not a legend.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck he was standing right there.
I don't.
Vino said he got to head out. Vino, take it easy, sir. Did you have any closing remarks, closing statements that you wanted to say before you got up out of here?
Yes. LMAO is right. I don't know what the fuck he doing on
here. I never heard of this man either. Yeah.
You never heard of Lil Peep?
I
never listened to his music, but I heard of him.
Yeah.
And never listened to his music.
All right, so is there anyone that has any yays for fucking Lil Peep? No? All right, let's move.
Legend, but I will put a little respect on his name because even people like Juice WRLD were taking Lil Peep influence.
So then, Dan, what we would call that is a notable mention. It goes in the cliff notes.
I think the only reason he's on this list is because he met like an untimely demise, but still he did.
Yeah, but he ain't the only one on this list that met an untimely demise. So we're gonna move past Lil Peep.
Also, I just wanted to say that I'm just seeing this on my phone now, and it's DMX's manager saying that he's still alive.
Yeah, told y'all DMX is still here, man. But wait, dude, dead already? He's definitely not a legend. I don't even know who he is.
All right, so Jay-Z's obviously a legend. It doesn't really matter how any of us feel about. I genuinely feel like, and I wish Vino was still on the line for this one. I feel like I feel like Jay-Z's career would not have taken off the way that it took off if Biggie didn't die. I feel like he filled a void that like the hip hop and okay, that's fine, but that's how I feel. Okay. I feel like Jay-Z's legend would not have taken off the same way. Like now, his business acumen might have been. What's that?
Can you expound on that point as to why
absolutely. So if we're talking about lyrical content, it's a mixture between hustler music and street shit, but with a very savvy, very lyrically clever tone to it. And I think that Biggie followed or had that exact same model to his style of rap. And I think that because Jay-Z was out while Biggie was alive, but nobody gave a shit about Jay-Z while Biggie was alive. I think that one of the main reasons that Jay-Z took off the way that he took off is because there was a Biggie shaped hole that hip hop was missing that Jay-Z filled to some degree.
And he was essentially like his protege, right? Because like he was like right under him.
Yeah.
So that
they wasn't in the same camp, bro.
Oh, okay. Well,
not a protege. They was cool.
They just all from Brooklyn.
Yeah, a bunch of Brooklyn niggas.
Actually, Cameron was the one Biggie wanted to sign.
That's a fact.
Facts.
He actually wrote for Biggie.
He just talked about it too. Yeah, but Reasonable Doubt came out before Biggie died. And it was successful.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Like,
that's what I was saying. But what I'm saying is the takeoff happened because of the void that was missing to some degree. And
he
this
had
is
about 5 releases for goddamn Reasonable Doubt. He sold that album, goddamn it, every year like he just dropped that motherfucker. Motherfuckers thought it was the remix.
That's because he had no push.
You just talking
wasn't
shit.
even the same type of conversation. Like,
Nah,
Big,
bro,
I love Hope, but listen,
people have legitimate critiques about Biggie, and people have legitimate critiques about Jay-Z, and nobody ever wants to take them. No, everybody wants to call people a hater for having critiques about Jay-Z. No, I think that Quick has a fucking legitimate critique about Jay-Z. I have a legitimate critique about Jay-Z. I genuinely think that he's grossly overrated, even for New York rappers. I think that Jay-Z makes better songs, hits than Nas. I think that Nas is astronomically a better rapper than Jay-Z. I don't even think it's close.
Nah, you're bugging, bro.
Yeah.
He just said a lot of shit. You know, some of it I agree with, some of it I don't. But you know, Hov nice. He got a nice flow and shit. I love Hov, man. He got, you know what I'm saying? The whole Rock Nation movement, all that's legendary. We talking about legend status. First of all, bare minimum.
Jay-Z's a legend. I'm not questioning that.
Yeah, legend status is up there, right? But there's also that fact of the matter of that void of Biggie that nobody really was. He kind of made that Biggie shaped hole, a hole shaped hole, and you know, mastered it like and made it his baby. Like there was nothing here before. Like, you know, you're never gonna get it again. You never had it before. And he managed to market that. You know what I'm saying? I think
Let me ask you a question.
I think that's why Kanye took off on his ass, honestly.
Let me ask you a question.
It was a simple process.
I hear y'all on the void, but who did Biggie stop from eating? Though he might have been at the top of the food chain, New York niggas was controlling hip hop and putting out platinum records at the time. That's a fact.
Yes.
So who's to say that he wouldn't have continued to have the same success he had with Reasonable Doubt if Biggie was still around?
Because it was the niggas in the background choosing motherfuckers who music they wanted to get played and who music they didn't want to get played. You know what I'm saying? Like,
at that time, they was choosing a lot of other New York niggas too who was also dropping hits.
And I don't know, boy. They didn't choose nobody to really take off. They didn't have no trump card like Hov was. Like they just gave him Def Jam and lined him up for the whole, you know, like he's a rapper, but he's the CEO of the company of all of these rappers. Like he was in a way different position than everybody else.
You talking about years after though. Yeah. That was after he retired.
Wait a second. When the whole Def Jam beef was happening, right? When Dipset broke off from the Rockefeller and they went through that whole shit, that was prime time for Jay-Z. That was him to remarket the whole, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the main times when the Reasonable Doubt dropped again. He had all these because he was able to control that marketing. That was the New York Black. And you got niggas like Clarence Thomas, what was his name? Man, there's niggas in the background handling that, bro, making sure that that's happening. You know what I'm saying? And when you not the chosen motherfucker, bro, you in the background, bro.
What I'm saying though is what you talking about is shit that happened 7 years after this nigga died, bro. Now maybe not 7 years. We talking when did the Black Album drop? That was his last one.
2002. Black Album was after. Listen. We talking like 2000, bro. Biggie got killed in 2007.
It was like 2002.
No. Because
it was years after.
Listen. We talking about filling the void, right?
Right.
So in 2002, they were popping. 2003, the beef kicked off. They were on all them songs we were hearing on the radio and the songs we were getting the albums of later on down the road. That's what they were pushing in New York already. Kanye was already making them beats and already, they had already, by the time we heard of Kanye, it was already the falling out and everything. We weren't there. We caught the music of the aftermath. They had already picked niggas for that.
This ain't even this ain't even the same conversation you having though. We talking about the void that he filled with Big not being there. You talking about shit that happened years after, bro.
I don't know if you understand what I'm saying though. Like, who was there before that? There was nobody really doing anything. The East and West Coast shit was still on everybody's tongue until the millennium, bro. I don't know how else like they were pushing.
It was a million other voices that was filled. As soon as Big
it was a handful of voices. There was Wu-Tang, there was Big L, there was a handful of niggas out of the East Coast that was doing their thing, but I genuinely...
They got them first contracts, bro. They weren't getting big-ass deal breakers, bro. $20, $30 million contracts, the whole label.
Wait. Hold on here, guys. Nobody here is questioning whether or not fucking Joe Smoke is on the legendary status. Like, we all agree that Joe Camel is on the legendary status, so we're not gonna go too far into that. Let's go to the next one and let's get this list wrapped up. Soulja Boy is a legend, and I don't give a fuck what none of you guys say.
I was about to say, I don't care about the memes or none of that stuff, bro. You can't
Big
deny
Soulja is a motherfucking legend.
The fact that people can even be independent now, I want to give credit to Soulja Boy in the modern era. Because this man in his backyard or wherever the fuck did a music video on his own, kicked his own shoe off or some shit. I'll never forget.
Created his own hold on, Alex.
YouTube rapper
created his own viral dance before viral was a thing.
All the TikTok dancers you're seeing now, that shit Soulja Boy. No.
YouTube.
Big Soulja is a motherfucking legend.
You got to give respect. If you can't give respect, you just don't understand. You just weren't aware.
He showed niggas how to promote.
And the fact that he made himself a fucking video game, bro. Who the hell made a console?
Man, them shits ain't come out.
Hey, regardless, the fact he got some shit in production.
All right, how many people bought your video game console?
None. I never made one.
Exactly, nigga.
Right.
Boom.
But he didn't either.
All right, so cool. All right, so cool. We gonna vote it then. We gonna vote it. Tehran, is Big Soulja getting his legendary status?
Give it to him.
Bruce, is Big Soulja getting his legendary status?
Yeah, I'm definitely giving him almost icon status, man.
Almost icon status.
I fuck with Soulja.
I fuck with Big Soulja too. All right. Yay or nay? Big Soulja getting his legendary status?
Yeah, definitely a legend, bro. Definitely.
All right. Alex, we already know that you said these niggas need to respect Big Soulja. All right, Darrell, Big Soulja, is he getting his legendary status?
I would say that's a hard yes. I hated that entire era. He fucking owned that shit. He brought it. He got rich on it. He was the man. He brought the dollars. He brought the dances. He had the kids.
Don't forget about the ringtones. Don't forget about the ringtones.
King. He got rich off the ringtone
king.
When your internet on your phone was ringtones, he was the nigga selling ringtones. He that's legendary status. And like bro,
legendary status.
If you wasn't there, then you missed it. It's not, that's just crazy.
You had to be there. And that nigga really only 30 years old. Like, he's our age.
This nigga is literally our age. He was in high school with us, and he been famous since we was in high school.
That's the funniest shit to me about Soulja Boy. Like, he literally sounds like an old mad rapper, but he's only
he
like
is young as fuck. One light. Does your generation even know shit about Big Soulja? These niggas are probably smoking or some shit like that. That's why they're off cam. Henry.
Oh yeah, hey, Soulja Boy a legend. For sure.
Soulja Boy's a
The
legend.
first rap song I heard might have been Crank That. I don't know for sure, but I was probably about like 4 years old.
Yeah.
Damn, they that young.
That still counts.
Hey, Henry, we giving it to Big Soulja?
Yeah, definitely. What he did with YouTube and, just like you said, the ringtones and, he still finds himself relevant and
unparalleled.
Yeah, and shit. He's been in around other what I'm saying, help propel people's career. Like he helped out Chief Keef, he's got a lot of moves that people don't really know about as collaborations and stuff. Yeah, he's definitely a legend.
I don't know if this is true, but Big Soulja also claims that he was the first artist that Apple ever invited to their building to fucking actually talk collaboration. So
Bro,
don't
you
know how
gotta think this man was fucking with the algorithms way before we even knew
Right.
how the algorithms are.
Before we knew what algorithms were.
Right.
He was fucking with the algorithms.
No, I definitely believe that. And even aside from that, bro, like his production, like he's produced a lot of great shit for a lot of great artists.
Bro, 2 times since we've been on this podcast, I seen Tehran crank that Soulja Boy. I saw him do it twice since we've been on here. Hey, so we're gonna move past Big Soulja. Let's go to the next one, guys. Kendrick, is there anybody disputing this one?
No.
No dispute. Let's go to the next one, guys. Kendrick's a legend. Hey, now this one. I will say Bow Wow's a motherfucking legend because Bow Wow was selling out the United Center at 8 years old, and fucking Justin Bieber didn't do that shit till he was like 12. So
and they mastered
Bow Wow came out at age 13.
I
I seen him in person before when I was younger. So he definitely a legend for sure, man. You can listen
Bro
to
said
his
Bow
shit,
Wow
bro.
came out at age 13. I remember. I was there.
He absolutely did not.
Really listen to his music.
Snoop Dogg brought Bow Wow on stage. Snoop Dogg brought Bow Wow on stage when Bow Wow was like 8 years old. I think there's a Drink Champs episode where you can listen and he'll talk about it. A lot of motherfuckers don't know about that shit. But either way, let's just fucking the only nigga that was even close to doing anything Bow Wow related prior to Bow Wow was the nigga Sammy. And I don't even know if y'all really remember Sammy like that.
Sammy a legend.
Yeah, come on.
Sammy a legend.
Like Bow Wow's a legend. Is anybody disputing Bow Wow being a legend?
Can't dispute it. He's a legend.
He like a legend in the like my uncle used to be the man kind of way.
I always seen Bow Wow. Always seen Bow Wow as like the new P Diddy or some shit, bro. Like he gonna
Me and
take
Dan
over
didn't
that
even know that was Bow Wow on the screen.
That's crazy.
Hey, Bow Wow aged very disgracefully in the game. That's all I'm saying.
No. He didn't age disgracefully. He just everything clout related lost points. Everything.
That's a picture of him in his 20s. The nigga 34 now, 33. Yeah, 34.
Bro, you said that like that was old as fuck. This nigga Edwin age.
He look a lot different from that right now, though.
Yeah,
but fuck his looks. Fuck the fact that he's on CSI. Fuck all that shit. We're gonna acknowledge the fact that this man's a music legend, is he not?
Yeah,
legend,
definitely.
I give him a legend. He all around.
Some of the greatest Jermaine Dupri productions is hidden in the Bow Wow song, for real.
Cat Williams, this is some shit y'all would have to go find on the internet on your own, but Cat Williams called Jermaine Dupri the most prolific pedophile in hip hop. Go to the next one. Ice Cube's a legend. I don't think that anybody here is disputing that.
Legend.
Come on, man.
NBA YoungBoy, they just got a picture of garbage.
I fuck with the YoungBoy song.
Now, how they say that's what basura.
This is an accurate assessment, in my opinion.
That boy got them numbers though.
Assessment.
He do got them numbers,
but
bro.
I think that's payola. That's like
That
fixed.
definitely is YouTube King.
That's payola, man.
That can't be payola, bro. Them
That boy
fans, he got
Man,
a
they
crazy
pushing
ass
that.
core fan base. If the nigga didn't
Does
get in
anybody
trouble so
know?
much, he'd get booked way more often.
Is he signed anywhere? Like, does he have a major backing?
Yeah, his label helps him get out a video every single week without fail.
Who's
even if
his
it's just
label?
editing together. I don't know the label, but I know that he does phenomenal on YouTube just because of the quantity of the content he releases.
I've
It's
seen
just like
his
regular
YouTube
videos
numbers and they're
for every song.
astronomical. I've
Yeah.
seen his YouTube. They are fucking astronomical, bro.
Because his fan base can't afford Spotify and iTunes.
Nobody here is calling him a legend, are they?
I'm gonna say young living legend.
I'm gonna say he's a
man.
legend, bro. Because I don't think he has a,
Hey,
a
I
major
agree
backing.
with what One Light just said. I agree with that, Picasso. His
I
fan
didn't
base
hear what
cannot,
One Light
What
said,
did
but
I
I
say?
definitely heard Teron
you
say
gotta
he's
remind
calling
me,
him a
his
bro.
fan
legend.
base cannot afford Spotify, Apple
Oh
Music,
yeah, that
or
was
any
from.
other
That's facts.
outlet,
That's facts.
and that's why YouTube
Bro,
is off the
Spotify got
chain.
a free subscription.
But other than that, but
Nah, cause
niggas
then
ain't
you
got
gotta shuffle
internet,
through
bro. I
it.
don't know. They ain't got the internet or something. I don't know.
All right, guys. So look, is there anything else on the list? Is there?
Y'all got
Hey,
Lil
did
Top
y'all talk
fucked up.
about Paul Pierce?
Yeah, we did talk about Paul Pierce, but we can come back to that. Nas is an obvious legend. I don't even care if anybody says otherwise because they're lying.
Let me bring up something.
If I Ruled the World
I
is
want I
possibly
want
the
I want
greatest
I
hip
want
hop
your guys'
song ever.
opinion on if this
No, the
guy is a
remix is top 10 though.
One
With
like
him and Lauryn Hill.
Is this guy a
Oh
legend?
yeah, that's the version I'm talking about, man. My bad.
No, he's a troll legend. He's a troll legend. He's absolutely a troll legend.
He's a
I
marketing
would agree
legend.
he's a troll legend.
He's a troll legend and he's a marketing genius.
He stole my whole fucking style, bro.
Yeah, like you, Teron, you look like the rainbow-haired Mexican guy, fucking with a sketchy past. Oh, Chief Keef is absolutely a legend, and whoever made this meme is a bullshit liar.
They lying for sure.
This is somebody
This
from
is
Detroit.
Yeah, this is absolutely somebody from some capper. This is a capper.
Hey, do me a favor. Try to think of one soft Chief Keef song.
Real
Well, he
quick,
a drill
guys.
rapper, so that's not really tough.
Hold on, Bruce.
That's
Bruce,
he the
Bruce,
hardest
Bruce,
ever.
I want you to finish that statement, Bruce. But DMX is on screen, and look, fucking all of our positive energy, all of our love, all of our prayers go toward this man. I hope that he gets a recovery if he's not dead the way that they're reporting. I don't know why somebody will report that he's dead. Maybe it's because they took him off life support, but DMX is a motherfucking legend. And like we said, some of our homies wasn't even born in this country and they learned English from listening to this fucking man. White guys from fucking Europe that moved to this country at 8 and 9 years old learned English listening to this man. This motherfucker's a legend, and I don't think that there's anybody here who would question that.
Look, I'm gonna add to that. He filled the Pac void. You know, once Pac was gone.
Oh,
he
Bruce,
filled that void.
The only reason I didn't say it is because I didn't want to take away from his current situation, but that's absolutely true.
That's how I saw him as another Pac. But
just how I said Jay-Z filled that Biggie void, DMX filled the Pac void. That's absolutely true.
Son, you had to be a rough rider, bro, when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I still want some of Eve today.
That just was what it was, nigga. That stop, drop, shuttle down, open up shop.
That shit was crazy.
That's Black Anarchy music.
That is Black Anarchy music. That's a perfect term for it.
Because when you want to wreck some shit, that's your attitude. He personified what we do. You know,
the only thing that ever came close to Black people making DMX type music would be Rage Against the Machine, and that was rock. That wasn't even rap. But that was like the lead singer of Rage Against the Machine was a Black dude, and I know a lot of urban culture doesn't know that, yes, Black people make rock successfully. But fucking DMX is just, have y'all ever seen the video of DMX at the crowd? It's like 1 million white people in the crowd, and they all fucking rapping his fucking lyrics.
Woodstock.
Yeah, that shit was lit as fuck.
That was crazy.
That shit was lit, and that was proof that real art transcends race and genre.
Man, look, go back and listen to Slipping. You feel me? And
I'm slipping. I'm falling.
Can't get up.
I'm telling you, Joe, that song right there give me the chills, bro.
As a motherfucker who has my own demons to deal with, that shit fucks me up too.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit that next picture. See if there's any more pictures here. Who is that?
That's Lil Snoop.
Not a legend.
Niggas talking about who is that?
So that's Meek Mill's artist.
Yeah, I know who Lil Snoop is. I didn't know what he looked like. Not a legend though.
He's very talented though, for sure. Very talented.
Oh,
not
Kanye,
100%, no dispute.
Who's that?
Can anybody here make a valid argument for why Kanye is not a legend?
Who is that?
He's not sweet like that.
That wouldn't be logical.
It wouldn't be logical, so let's just move past it.
Exactly.
Nah, he a legend for sure.
Which one is that?
Who the
fuck is that for real? I don't know who that is.
G Money from Baton Rouge.
Bro, all these little dreadhead niggas look the same to me. Like that's how I know I'm getting old.
Hey, listen here.
That little nigga was sweet, though.
I bet you. Hey man, where the brothers at? Hey, one like who the fuck is this guy?
I have no idea who this guy is.
I just told you who it was.
They don't know.
Me and Dan have a theory that this guy is just some guy they're trying to put on with this post.
No,
we don't know. If
That's
we
a
don't
rapper
know,
that got
and
killed
one
from
light
Baton
don't know.
Rouge named G Money, bro. I know exactly who he is.
So it's only Tehran and I that know who he is, because I imagine I immediately knew who he was. Like he just looked like, yeah, I knew this nigga. Like,
man, I thought it was
I'm gonna let
Ron
y'all
W.
go,
for a
man.
second.
Hey, you knew this nigga too, didn't you?
I did. I do know who he is, but I don't know much about him.
That's all that matters. Look, when the majority of the crew say who the fuck is dude, and then the nigga from Detroit and the Bosnian guy be like, yeah, I know who dude was. I wasn't gonna say shit though. Like he ain't no legend.
Yeah, he not a legend though.
All right, keep going. Oh, Rhapsody is better than all of
Nicki
those.
Minaj is a legend, I would say.
Nicki Minaj is a legend. Even though I don't, I think that Lauryn Hill is a better artist than every woman on here. Just maybe not Rhapsody.
Man, no name to give everybody in this whole entire list a run for their money. No name.
Who is we taking off the list? They put everybody in one box.
Every artist on this list.
No. Hold on, Darrell.
Should give them a run for their money.
Darrell is not paying attention to the meme properly. If you pay attention, Meg Thee Stallion, City Girls, and Cardi B are all already in the trash. They're already in the trash. No Name Gypsy, Remy Ma, Missy Elliott, Nicki Minaj, and Rhapsody are all dope artists, and that's a different conversation for a different time, and we need more females on the podcast to have
Missy's
that conversation.
the legend.
Missy's a fucking legend, undoubtedly. Missy's a legend. I put Missy and Busta Rhymes neck and neck.
I think Remy Ma is a legend.
I was just talking about.
Yeah, Rem's a legend. Rem's a legend.
I never really was a fan of Nicki, but Nicki's in the legend status.
Rem is a legend more so for the same reasons that y'all gave everybody else who has street notoriety. Name one female artist who has more street notoriety than Remy Ma. You can't. So let's go ahead and move past that one. That's Big L, legend.
That's Rakim, ain't it?
That is Rakim. That is Rakim. My fault. I tweaked. But I have been drinking for like 3 hours now.
Man, they got a picture of young Rakim. That's literally the most legendary.
That
Rakim.
chain, these chains this nigga is wearing are ridiculous. Does anybody here know the price of jewelry?
Right there.
Does anybody here know the price of jewelry?
That's how they rocking that shit today. Like, that's how
much jewelry is he wearing right now?
About 18 100 an ounce. He probably wearing about no less than 2 pounds, which is probably about 32, 64, 60, 100K, 120K. Back then, gold was a
And
little
that's
bit
in the
cheaper.
80s.
He probably got it for he probably wearing about a solid, if he went and bought it bulk, like 60,000.
Hey, 60,000 in 1987 is a lot of fucking money. Like, it is. You know what I'm saying? That ain't 60,000 today. Adjust for inflation. 60,000 go a long way.
Nigga, 1 Bitcoin is down to 60,000.
This nigga was wearing that shit when you could fucking when one parent could work and the other one could stay home. He was wearing $60,000 on his fucking neck. All right, who we got next? Okay, so we finally finished. All right, guys, we're gonna definitely chop this whole segment out because it lasted damn near 2 hours, and this segment is a podcast in and of itself. I think that this was a fucking dope podcast. I think go ahead and end the screen share, guys. I think that this was a fucking dope podcast. I think that we had a really good time doing it. I very much appreciate every single one of you guys that hopped on tonight. I'm about to go eat me some lamb that I grilled the other day. If anybody has any closing statements, the only thing I want to say before that is definitely anybody interested, come through, check out the comedy show. It's going to be a lit experience. It's going to be a dope event. All the specifics that you need are going to be in the bio. Picasso, don't forget to add into the bio that One Light has given us permission to use the song that we used earlier today. Anybody who has anything to shout out, promote, anything along those lines, now is the time to do it. So speak now or forever hold your peace.
Before I head out, I'm just gonna say, man, be responsible, man. Take care of your own community. Get out, learn them civic people in control of what's happening. Get you in them keg and water things. Don't be drinking that faucet water. That ain't where it's at, be. And I'll holler at y'all, man. Appreciate the platform. Thanks, Isaiah. I'm holler at y'all, brothers, man. Peace and love.
Take care, bro.
Peace and love.
Peace.
Man, had a great conversation with y'all. Man, it's good to be back on the podcast today. I was telling Henry earlier, like, man, I've been in a little funk lately, and I ain't been joining. I feel like y'all came back and got a wounded soldier and shit. So I appreciate y'all, picking me up, man. So definitely, man, I appreciate everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody have a solid night. Enjoy yourselves,
Take care, bro.
Yeah.
Love, guys.
Love,
everybody.
Love, much appreciated, guys. One Light, appreciate you guys. Fucking, we're gonna do this again next week. If we do it before then, Aiden, what up, sir? If we're gonna do this again, it'll be next week. We might do some before next week. We can't live stream the comedy show, but everybody who's interested in anything that Mogul Minds has anything to do, mogulminds.net, mogulminds.net. If you're a rapper, if you're a producer, if you're an artist, and you need to fucking collab and link with the network, you need some heat created, One Light's the people to hit up. You could reach them on their website or on our website. Touch base. Let's get it done. Alex, we want to bring back the anime conversation, but we need somebody to take point on it. I know you've been ducking, but we need somebody to take point. So let us know when you're ready.
Bet. All right, bro.
Hey,
Isaiah, I'm gonna need some of your wings at some point soon.
We'll figure that out. Tehran also fuck Detroit and everybody from there, but I do want to let you finish before you get off. Tehran, you're muted. You're muted, sir. We can't see shit but your big ass fucking the hat that says D.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I just want to say, fuck Isaiah. Shout out to
That makes
everybody
sense.
else. Literally everybody else at Mogul Minds Podcast and Detroit versus everybody. Fuck Isaiah again. Peace.
All right, everybody.
Hey, we
say
the D over here, man.
All right.
Love. All right, guys.